That's a problem.
That is where we
Believe me,
start stream.
that's a problem.
I would just like to point out that, and if you can't pee, like the whole can't pee thing, that was exactly when I started the stream back up.
Oh no!
Thank you so much.
So, fun stuff. You know.
No, not peeing is not fun stuff.
No, peeing is not fun.
It sounds like the worst way to die.
A lot of pain. It sounds like a lot of pain.
Yeah. No,
and on that front, go AFK.
Yeah.
Everybody else comes back from AFK and dinner. CC goes AFK. What the fuck, man?
I got 10 minutes.
Got 7 minutes. Corrupted air. Man, that sounds like Utah.
So when you get to the Praetorium and you beat up on that when you beat up on Ultima, that's the end of ARR, right?
There's some post Realm Reborn quests, but that's the end of core Realm Reborn, yeah.
Yeah. That's the end of the
Then you've got the
game.
patch quest stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I just unlocked Praetorium with my alt.
On Vonnie?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm still like pre-Titan on Fen, I think. Or I think I just did Titan. Ken says I just did Titan.
There's no way in hell I'm ever making an alt on this game. There's too much content to justify making an alt.
I'm actually enjoying playing through it again.
I have kind of enjoyed it as well.
Yeah, I mean, I've done that. I've popped into New Game Plus and it's fun.
Well, it's been kind of fun because, we're doing the alt thing and it's kind of fun to run around and see the other guys and, we kind of tried to make our characters as close to the way we described them as we could. So, of course, mine is a Popito. She has to only come up to, like, Ben's belly button.
Naturally.
Jones, where you going, littles? Ad nauseum? You're gonna play modern ad nauseum?
I could.
That's a horrifying thought. Guys. It's not an expensive deck, though. Wow.
Yeah, no,
that's like cheaper than some standard decks.
It's actually fairly easy to play too.
I don't know, if you want to get into a new format, go for it, but just as long as it's not like when you did Storm and you played in one modern event and then...
I played in a few, it's just... we had to sell the deck because we needed money. That was the reason why we sold it.
Do you want to build a snowman?
Tess having a hat. I'm quite enjoying the hat.
Do we need to get Tess a pointy hat?
Oh, no. I just enjoy pointy hats.
Are you on headset or are you listening to something?
I'm listening. I'm on headset.
Ken, did we ever manage to get Tess a longbow or...
Yeah, we never continued that because my
I
connection
actually have
shut
a
off.
solution for that. I had poked in, but I was doing some other stuff. Kulara actually has a +1 longbow that he pulled off those Goliaths that attacked us.
Oh, cool. Well, we can just give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. So yeah, that happened.
Cool.
Yay, Tess has a +1 longbow! For the plan that we're not going to be able to do now because nobody wants to do anything Fen has thought of, ever.
Wait, what do you mean? What plan?
Fen had a plan.
I like Finn's plans.
What plan did Fen have?
Fen hadn't explained his plan to anyone, sadly, but he was going...
Well, then how would we be able to go along with it?
I just mean that I don't think Riggs and Vonnie are even going to let him talk or have a part in any kind of planning with anything.
Oh.
And I mean, at this point, Fen's content to just, enjoy the fact that he is no longer apparently sapped of all of his energy because he's supporting 2 souls plus a dead guy in his head, and somehow that's why he's caffeine dependent. I don't know. I like it, but he'll just get fucking drunk and lay in bed all day. That'll be fine. You guys can handle the evil empire.
We'll start here in a few. I'm just getting myself ready.
Da, 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 da. I'm sad that the only level 11 in our party is fucking Tao right now. Unless he let Joe start at a higher level.
Uh, you guys will, everyone except for Tao will probably level at the end of this, but we're going through it first.
The lion, the witch, and the nerve of this bitch.
I have arrived.
Welcome back.
Happy arrival.
I've just found the man that encompasses like mullet and how he wears his clothes. From behind, I'm like, oh man, that dude's really like fancy. I went around to the front, and it's just open shirt and everything. Just
I need to
I'm
see
like, wow.
this.
He's blue maging it up right now,
Oh,
so he's doing a bunch of cool spells to show off. But
gotcha.
yeah, no, he's T-posing on me.
Good job.
Yep. He's using the Diamondback spell, which just puts him in a T-pose instead of a bubble. So I can't take a picture of it accurately. I got the best picture I could.
We got a storm coming in.
There's a storm brewing.
Something evil this way
Now I have to catch up to him. He just ran off.
No, come back. I need to
I got
see
his back.
I
I need his front.
I need to see the glory of your rippling man chest.
Come back, good sir. I have to take a picture of your chest. It's for a good cause.
Oh, it's that shirt.
Yeah, you know now.
It's the fucking spring shirt where the front's all open and it's like, look at my glorious abdomen.
Yeah, I like that shirt.
Yeah, from behind I was like, man, he looks like my dad. And then I went to the front and went, oh man.
He looks
Not
like
my dad. Not my dad. Daddy?
He looks like
Question
daddy.
mark.
Yeah, I was just saying. Oh my goodness.
Zuni, you look like a pancake, Littles. Junie June, come here, Littles. I'm gonna get you. The side eye is so fucking real. Holy shit. Oh my god. She knows
I'm
I'm
just playing the
drunk and she
Chocobo
does
theme
not
for their bard
approve.
player. This is big old Aura dude with bunny ears.
What could possibly be wrong with that?
I'm not saying it's
I can
wrong.
do.
I'm just commenting on the fact that it's happening. There's also like a crowd of a good amount of people just staring at him.
Alrighty. Where did I put fucking roll 20 out? There it is. All right, is everybody here and on roll 20?
No, I am not on
Yes.
roll 20 yet.
Well, get with it, Lil, please. Please, sir.
Was
Well, while you do that, I'm going to run to the restroom real fast.
Oh,
Not
no.
allowed.
Oh, I only rolled 17.
No! Do not.
I am still signed in to. How do I
Thanks,
sign
Timmy.
out?
I'm here for the reactions of that variety.
Of
Wow.
what variety? What am I looking at?
Brain stop work.
I
Oh, it's a good thing Krilara went first.
what?
Right?
Now it can just be gut reactions and gruffness.
I feel like you
So
guys
wait.
are doing things that I can't see, and it makes me sad.
I've just realized
Huh?
something about the map. When did Goblinton change to Oh Goblin Town?
Lil made
When
this
somebody
map.
else made it.
Yeah, I made the map, but I also got it from somebody's writings. I don't know where it came from.
Not me.
I
Not
don't
me.
know.
I've always written it as Goblinton
I
because
took
they
all
were
the
hilarious.
I took all of the town names from people's writings because I could never remember what they were. So whatever you're seeing is what I found written in various places on people's stuff, and I cannot for some reason get out of Group 2's map. I cannot log out.
Ow!
What the fuck?
Shit.
I'm pretty sure we're still at the same place. It's the same
Are you
campaign,
in?
right?
Yeah, it's the same campaign. Are you in campaign 1? Because the screen hasn't changed since the last session ended. Like, we're still on the northeastern Teren map.
No, I am with Stormy and Timmy and
Okay, you're
Trixie.
gonna have to join Shattered Isles C1.
Yeah, and what I'm telling you is I can't sign out. It won't let me sign out.
Uh,
I can't go back to the sign in screen.
close your browser and open a new browser.
Okay, I'll try that again.
And then don't
Yeah.
let it autocomplete, but just do Roll20 itself.
Ow, 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 my back. I'm
So if you go back to the
old.
game,
All right, I got it. I
I'm
am in C1, right?
old.
What I miss?
Everything.
the end of the
Everything.
world.
All right, I am here. Wow, there it goes. Now it's rendering it pretty good. You know, I did all right on this map.
Put the names,
What's that?
Nothing.
You see, in my mind, this is a map that Vonnie made.
I dig it.
It's okay.
No, it looks great.
That works for me. That works for me.
Oh, I didn't see all the skeletons down in the swamp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was my ad.
Lil put a lot of like detail into this map. It's kind of cool.
This is very cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry.
Still loving.
Back.
Like, I'm not saying to change it at all, and I like it better this way. But I will tell you, like, when I originally made the map, that, like, blackened area was not a swamp. That was literally just blackened death.
Yeah, that was a me thing.
Yeah, I remember you changing that, and then I talked to you, and you said, I'll change it back for if you wanted. And I'm like, no, 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 no.
Yeah, I'm just used to that color being swamps.
It was meant to be blackened death.
Sorry.
Well, it is
It's
swamp
okay.
now.
It was just an alarming noise.
I think I used, like,
Dude, there's lore for it now.
yeah. There's no changing it now.
Oh, that last mouth was entirely rum.
The only thing I wish I had done differently, I wish that I had put Kavkalan down where Kabata is, and Kabata up where Kavkalan is.
Well, see, in my original notes, Kubata was really just like a small desert outpost. It wasn't even a full city.
Mm-hmm.
It was just literally a camp, more or less, and there's a ruined city off in the desert further out, but
I made a whole map for Kabata. It's a pretty good size. I was planning on making a campaign out of there, but
my heating
I
pad's
haven't done
still
anything
on.
with it in a long time.
Do you want to build a snowman?
All right, just give me just a second. I'm trying to adjust my roll
Balls.
20.
Also, when did you put in the freaking Lonely Mountain?
Okay.
The Lonely Mountain.
I think that was Lil, because
I
let's
have
do a
no
Hobbit
doubt.
tribute.
Yeah.
It was.
Just
Riken put the
straight Hobbit tribute.
Riken dragon down there. I just copied the dragon from Riken's map, and I decided that since it was kind of off by itself, I said, why not? We'll just call it the Lonely Mountain.
Oh, fuck. Okay, sorry, I'm yawning a bit, so I'm hoping this coffee will kick in. Alrighty, I think we are all here, yes?
Yeah.
Probably.
Oh, Cece is back. Welcome back, Cece.
I hear the echoes.
Estoyaki. That would be on your end then.
Is it though?
Because I
Yeah.
didn't hear it. And the person that hears the echoes is the person affecting it.
What?
That's
It's
weird.
a rule of
Who's
troubleshooting
echoing?
audio.
Do you want to build a snowman?
I don't want to build a snowman
Why not? Snowmen are great.
Yeah, what
because
the
I
You
heck?
don't
know
like
what?
the
That's Ken.
snow.
Ken's getting
Okay,
the
First
echoes.
snow women.
bye.
Okay, bye.
So quiet.
Okay.
Do you have your sound enabled in Roll20? Scroll down,
Watch
look if
some
you're
good.
receiving
There
audio from
are
anyone.
a lot of people.
Oh, hello there, Joe.
Hello.
Long time no
Hello,
talk. How you
hello,
been?
hello.
I've been.
I feel that.
I exist on some plane of
Okay.
existence, I'm sure.
Bro, me too.
Alrighty.
Twinsies.
There are a lot of
Twinsies?
portraits on this map, and I don't like it. It is slightly cutting off some of my visibility to the map.
I
And
had to
it's too painful
rearrange.
to leave.
I had to rearrange. You can rearrange the windows, so that's what I had to do. That's why I was taking a bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So yeah, we last left off where the gang, Finn, Riggs, Vonnie, Tess, Kralara, went to the office of the Subtrana, and well, they first talked to a deadhead. That's the first thing y'all did. You talked to a deadhead, got some information, whether that information is good or bad. I got nothing for you. But I mean, I don't know that. I'm just the DM. So after that, you guys went to the office of the Subtrana, and you met with a crystal elf, and then a cloaked figure that was later revealed to be Astral, the hairless Tabaxi.
Who does not like being called a mummy?
Nope.
I did see
Not
that.
even. So, actually, no. Keep going. I'll say something after.
And so it was a nice, long, lovely conversation. I may or may have not been drunk during it, but the point being is, basically the Crystal Elves are seeking help with trying to figure out the Imperial's movements, what moves need to be made, and how they can basically assist and take care of the Imperial nuisance that is affecting not only Teren, but other places as well. Along with this, we have learned that the Crystal Elves are trying not to be, Nazis. So that's nice. They're trying to be more open. There is a faction of the Crystal Elves that are trying to be open-minded and more accepting of outsiders, but there are still some that, think everyone else is beneath them. But that's a whole different thing. Overall, the talks went really well, and Astral has joined Fen and the others in search of two Imperial agents or possible Imperial agents, but you guys know them as Biggs and Wedge, and you think they're doing a little double take. So you had 2 days between in-game time. Let me try that again. I'm so sorry. 2 days of in-game time between sessions to basically try to figure out where they're at. Give me a second.
I'm
So
sorry.
I would like to say that in that time, Astral's kind of done away with the hiding behind his bandages and stuff like that. So now he just has on his sorcerer robe.
Awesome.
But his sorcerer robe is like a very deep navy color with like small little golden embellishments of like constellations on them. And he's got these kind of gold cuffs and chains that come down his arms and end in like smaller chains that connect to rings that go on his fingers. Otherwise, he's like completely barefoot, no like leg dressings or anything like that. Most of it is just the golden kind of ornamental jewelry and the deep blue robe.
Bonnie will
But
give you a high five on the no shoes club.
No shoes gang.
Yep, that's us.
And that is also another thing that Elena pointed out. That yes, there is another thing is they are trying to maybe get some information about Elena, since there's a possible royal connection there. So there's some more information to be delved into that as well. But we'll get to that in a bit. I think.
Sorry.
Go on.
No, I was gonna say that's information that Krilara would be able to take back to Elena.
Yeah, I
That's right.
messaged Riken when we were doing the first session, and he never messaged me back. I don't think he checked his messages. Riken,
Wait, what?
I DM'd you during the first session. Like, is Krilara gonna tell Aletta what he knows?
Riken
Today?
didn't
I don't
know.
know. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah, but
Krilara was there, but I wasn't there.
Yeah, but
You
that's
didn't
why
even answer the message.
Yeah.
I did not see it. That's my monitor where all my stuff is pulled up.
We'll take care of that in a bit. This is slightly my bad. I probably should have sent something to Riken about this, but it has been very hectic.
Yeah, good.
So anyways, now to the big issue at hand. Obviously, I'm not going to repeat that whole thing. Everybody knows what's going on. Does anybody? Well, let me do this. Does anybody have any questions of what exactly has happened? What happened to Ben that needs cleared up? Because it is quite possible that when Silver explained it, they were too high to fully explain what happened.
Use
I don't know what you're talking
flame
about.
silver a little bit more.
I'm
Half of the programming tonight.
I'm just kind of rolling that bus over back and forth.
I see that. But I didn't hear that.
I'm doing it to bust their balls.
Just so we're all clear, we don't know that there's 2 Imperial agents also hiding out in Finn's room.
Yes, that is another thing that was not brought up, but it should have been.
Yeah,
Basically,
especially since Bonnie asked him, at least on 4 occasions, where Big and Wedge were.
yeah. So here's what. Let me go ahead and explain what had happened. We went through this scene. Silver was high. Everything actually went really smoothly, and I had made it mentioned that. God damn it! We got to move your computer to a different room. I can't do that. Because I see it out of my corner of my eye. You're playing all these distracting memes and stuff like that, and I can't help but to not look over. I'm gonna have to move your computer into the bedroom or something. You're killing me.
You're also showing it to your stream. You're not
That's
seeing
the
the
point.
map.
I
They're
know
aware that they're showing it to the stream.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Also, I hosted you.
Yay, I got a follow. I don't know who that
Forgot
was,
to leave
but
it on.
cool.
I'm trying. I'm trying.
Oh, Luke's hosting me. Okay, cool. Hi, Luke.
Try harder.
Shit, fucking wrong window, damn. Go, do your D&D thing.
I'm trying to do it, but okay.
Where get your horse blinders?
I'm gonna go fucking nuts. I'm about to ban alcohol and
Super cheap.
weed.
And then the entire universe
why
collapses
must
because
she
that's
ban
literally
the
what
weed?
it's built on.
Okay, so where was I at? Okay, yes. So the two Imperial agents. Yes, I explained it that Laval knocked them out, put them to sleep in Fenn's room. I never said that Laval took them. Silver assumed that, but that did not happen. So, for the sake of argument and sake of fixing this and everything, we are going to just say that yes, Fenn has explained that the two Imperial agents are still asleep in Fenn's room, but they are tied down and unable to leave.
Hot.
Would it be easier to have us come like when Vanny and Riggs come back, Laval just drops them into Finn's room?
No, they never. Laval never took them after he left. They're just asleep.
I'm just thinking comedic effect.
No,
Oh, comedic effect. Okay.
they're just basically bound and tied in Fenn's room, so they cannot leave. And when they wake up, you guys can wake them up to question them if you would like. I am sure that is what is going to happen. So does anybody have any questions about what has happened to Fenn that I need to clear up that has not been understood that may have gotten lost in translation?
Am I still playing the real Fenn?
Oh my fucking god.
Spoilers.
I'm about to just walk out and go get a drink at a bar in about 2 seconds.
We've got rum in the kitchen.
Okay, no, you are playing the real Fenn.
Okay. As you were. DM Senpai, please take it away.
Okay, so we are going to start this off to where the gang is in Fenn's room with the two Imperial agents. Let's just make my life easier. Are we cool with making my life easier? I like making my life easier.
I was kind of holding out hope for the
So we're not going to have Vonnie and Riggs talk to the Septrana?
You will. You will talk
okay.
to Sabrina, just not right this second.
Okay, no problem. I was just curious. I'll shut up now.
I thought you were about to say so no head.
So no head.
Refresh roll 20, and oh my god, it's gonna make me fix my windows all over again.
If you go to your gear, scroll
So
down.
you got to fix your
There's
screen
an
thingy.
option that says show. It's like with the size of the player icons.
She's missing the most important character of the group.
Player video avatar size. You can go name
The
only.
little bar on the side of her screen.
And then you can
she
put it
has
on bottom by
everybody but
default. And that should make it easier, or
Bonnie.
you can move it to the top.
Does
Is Vonnie
is there
in the Shattered Isles campaign?
There's also not Tess, so if that
Yeah,
helps.
they're not in the Shattered Isles campaign on D&D Beyond, so it doesn't capture their character sheets. They're both, I think, inside characters.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys should send
Does
us
somebody
an invite
somebody
and
put a bunch of
There's a perpetual
characters.
invite in general.
Yeah, but somebody put a bunch of characters in there.
They're talking
So
about
it
the
was
D&D
full when I
overlay.
made my character.
They're talking about the
That's
stream
TikTok.
overlay.
Not interested in TikTok.
Not right now.
Okay, give me just a second. Sorry, there's so much going on. I didn't know what we were talking about for a moment. I'm putting down 2 characters that are going to play the parts of Biggs and Wedge because I do not have an actual thing set up for them just yet. They're going to be jesters. That's what they're going to be.
That's about right.
Oh poop! It won't let me join with Vonnie.
You have to remove her from the existing campaign first, so you would have to leave side characters and then click the join link and join it with her.
Okay, so Bonnie, where are you? Leave.
While we're doing that, Joe, real fast, what kind of weapon do you want? Do you want a staff? Do you want what kind of?
Yeah, I guess just for like weapons' sake, I'll say that I have a staff.
Okay. I'm gonna let you know what your equipment is real fast while Vonnie's fixing that.
I already fixed it. We are good.
All right, great.
I
Give me
am
one.
fixing my version of needing to fix it.
Let's give something cool. I like cool things.
I don't.
Like
What the
cool
fuck?
things.
Joe?
Are you giving me cool things without my consent? Rude.
How absolute fucking dare.
Fuck, can't believe you've done this.
Joe, do me a favor. Roll me a d6 and tell me if it's odd or even.
Even.
Cool. This is your staff. Your staff is the staff of the Ivory Claw.
Oh.
So you'll just add that to your equipment through D&D Beyond, and then for armor, we'll figure out the rest of your stuff. I'm just getting your armor set up just in case of anything that might happen tonight. Let's see, you can wear light armor, correct?
Yeah.
And so, can sorcerers wear armor?
Only light armor.
Oh, okay. Neat. Oh, I guess that would
Actually-
be a thing to differentiate them from wizards.
Actually, now you have me second guessing myself.
It said on your character sheet.
Yeah, it'd be on the left on your main page.
Oh, will it?
Mhm.
Oh, none. No.
Oh, you can't wear it. Oh, shit.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, your best bet would be to, if you really want to, give him like a cloak of protection or something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think so.
And now I want it to be socially acceptable to wear a cloak out in public again.
Hell yeah.
Okay, yeah. Also, take a cloak of protection, Joe.
Okay.
As far as gold and stuff, we'll worry about that later. Just assume you have gold right now.
Edit character.
After you do that, we'll have you place your character on the thing, and we will get this party started.
Get it started.
Bonnie just spends Finn's gold.
You do.
It's all
Oh,
attractive.
I should put Rhea in there.
Oh wait, yeah, no. What am I doing?
Let's hear it for. I did, Tommy. I did. Do you want to build a snowman? Doesn't have to be a snowman. I don't know. I shouldn't try to sing Disney songs while I'm intoxicated. I really should not. There's a lot of stuff I shouldn't do when I'm intoxicated. Wow, it is really quiet. It is really quiet.
Okay, so
Did you all see what I posted on Discord?
Yes.
Yes, we've seen it.
let me know when you're ready, Joe.
Will do. Sorry, I was just looking at the staff.
Now, here's a question. So, did Vonnie or Riggs decide to inform Astral about what's going on since Astral has joined you guys?
We were pretty much going to do that at the Subtrana's office.
Yeah, I haven't been told anything yet.
Okay. But we're bringing Joe here to question these two, so we're not. You just don't know what's going on with Fen yet. Okay. Is Fen and Rhea allowed in this room?
We're pretty much keeping them in here.
Okay. Cool deal. We'll put them over here by the bed. Also, Tal has joined you guys. Krolara and Tal have switched places. Tal is back in town because of Rhea waking up. And because, well, with everything that's going on here, Krolara has gone to Mayor Grimm's group to assist them since, you know, they're going to need help.
It's empty.
He hasn't met up with everybody yet, but yeah, he's in town. And searching.
Cut me off.
Quick question. When
Quick.
you click next to an equipment that has that empty square, and you put a little red square in it, what does that mean?
Just means it's equipped.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, good.
Silver,
And if you've got magic items, make sure to scroll down to the bottom of your sheet for the attunement section, because certain magic items you'll have to attune to for their benefits to show up on the sheet.
Okay.
Like Cloak of Protection, I believe, is one of those.
Yes, it is.
What though?
I can't hear you in the stream.
Well, part of that was me just mouthing things dramatically because Ken cut me off and won't let me have any more booze, but my mug is empty and it makes me sad.
Oh.
And now he took my mug away, you motherfucker! There's nothing in it.
Okay.
Not even allowed to have friends.
Abuse.
Okay, I should be ready. That should be it.
All right, cool. So in roll 20, go ahead and place your character in this room where everybody's at.
Okay.
And for Tal, when you come back into town, you basically have the we're just gonna say you with the assumption that you would go and check the Sterling's it's called Sterling Rest, right?
Darling's Rest, yes.
Sorry. Your intuition would be the first check there. You won't be in this conversation just yet, but you'll come in at the tail end.
Yeah, that's about what I figured, and I would be looking there first.
Alrighty, so everybody is in the room. We have 2 tied up Imperial agents here that are sleeping. We have Fen and Rhea in here who are in timeout apparently. Astral is here. Tess is here, being paranoid as usual. And then Vonnie and Riggs. So, what do you wish to do, friends?
Is Astral going to stay over by the door?
Yeah.
Is he going to join us?
No, I'm like safeguarding the door just in case. I'm
So-
keeping my
against it.
distance. I'm just kind of like leaning back against it.
So Vonnie is going to come over and stand next to Astral because she has never seen a tabaxi, and is going to be standing
What?
there kind of like a Lalafell doing their hum thing.
What?
And before you know it, Astral, Vonnie is reaching up and petting you.
Oh my god. I just kind of like my hand snaps up to grab yours. Do not pet me. And I just kind of like lower your hand back down. I am not a common house cat.
He just stands there and looks at you for a minute and goes back to humming.
Brat. Underneath his breath, just kind of like
rolls his
closes
eyes.
And a few minutes later, she's going to reach out to pet you again.
Just the same thing, just like a quick like swat every time your hand reaches for me.
So what you're saying is
Been
we
too
need to
long
get him a
since Vonnie had
squirt
somebody to
bottle.
fuck with.
You're lucky she didn't bring a chair to stand on.
So we need to get Astral a squirt bottle to shoot at Vonnie.
Yes.
Oh, how the turns have tabled.
I use
Prestidigitation.
no, hold on.
It could be your squirt bottle.
No, I have a spell for this.
Verbal and
I'll
somatic
just-
components.
I'll just use the cantrip shape water. Just to kind of like just like spritz like a little bit of water out of my canteen.
That's perfect.
Bad Vonnie. The bad Vonnie.
So somewhere in the distance, Mayrim's sitting at a table going, I don't know what's happening, but Vonnie's being put in their place again, and I like this. He remembers when he kicks the chair out from under Vonnie.
Well, that's kind of the reason she didn't bring a chair with her.
But okay,
Chair.
that's great. All right, so Vonnie's trying to pet Astral. What's going on next?
Fenn's just under the assumption he's not allowed to play any reindeer games, so he's got his disguise kit out and his shirt off, and he's in the process of dyeing his hair. So,
Well, have you questioned him yet, Finn?
no. Would you have trusted anything I said if I questioned them without you here?
I still would like to have known what you asked them and what their answers were.
He just kind of shakes his eyes and rolls his head. Shakes his head and rolls his eyes.
Shakes his eyes and rolls his head.
It's not a matter of distrust or trust, Finn. It's making sure that whoever owns these two aren't listening in through you.
He just shrugs and goes back to his preparations.
Bonnie's going to go back over to her chair and pick up Soot and pet Soot and rub his belly and just stick her tongue out at Astral.
Oh my god.
Soot, for anyone who doesn't know, is Fenn's pet cat.
Ria's gonna stand up from the bed and sigh. Okay, so what are you gonna do with those two? What's going on here?
We're going to question them, possibly torture them and kill them. Either way, we're going to get
Kill them is
answers.
definitely definitely at the top of the list.
We're not killing them. I owe them to somebody. Leave them alive, please.
How many body parts does the purchaser want?
He only said alive. Just don't get too creative.
God damn it!
Right. We can make them say anything. We can get any information we want from them.
Yep.
Without
have fun. Have
body
fun
parts
without
are
killing
easier.
them. Yeah.
Body
Have
parts
fun
are
doing
easier
that
to
without
send
being
into the
tortured.
post, not
La,
whole
la,
bodies.
la. This is me bleaching my hair.
Ria just sighs. Then how about we wake them up? She's gonna go over here and grab a pitcher of water that's from the table and go over here and throw it at the both of them to wake them up. The two will be startled and go, where are we? What was that? What? Who? Oh, fuck. As they look around, seeing not so friendly faces.
That was a bit more dramatic than necessary, Ria.
She shrugs.
Work.
Well, you guys weren't doing anything, so.
Alright. Should have stabbed him in the leg.
So, what kind of things do you want to know of these two?
Well, since I'm the rookie here, Finn.
I was relieved of duty. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fucking
Asshole. All right, so first we want to know.
Hang on. Ria's gonna go over to Fen and slap him in the back of the head. Go fucking help them, Fenny.
Yeah,
he just looks at her
Fenny.
with fucking hair bleach on his hands like, do you fucking see what I'm doing here? Fuck off.
I don't care. She's gonna pull Fen aside. Listen, those two, not so bright. They're gonna fucking kill them. Just fucking go over there and
Those
do what
two
you
are not
best.
so bright. So
It's not wrong.
She do be right though.
I
Do
gotta
be
check
right.
a spell real quick. I'll be right back.
God.
So
Bum, 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 bum.
Astral's gonna kind of step up to the table here and kind of gesture to everybody and be like, "What are these two here for? What do we hope to get out of them?
Information. What else?
Did we find them somewhere? Sorry, I'm new to the situation."
So
Frankly, so are we.
long story short, these guys showed up right before we found an Imperial camp, then they disappeared again. And then we talked to a deadhead, and the deadhead was like, oh yeah, I know those guys. They might be in Mirabar. And it turns out they were in Mirabar, and I found them. And then I don't know what happened. I don't understand it. Ask
So they're
somebody
just
else.
suspicious individuals to the
No,
party right
no,
now.
no, no, no. These motherfuckers work for the Empire and don't even like pretend that you're not. And he like shakes fucking hair bleach at them.
Apple. Okay, so are we trying to get information out of them?
Yes,
We're going to.
What would you
that
like
is
to
the
ask
idea,
them?
but
I can help.
I have been relieved of duty because there's an evil doppelganger of me or something. I don't understand it.
Okay, well, let me phrase it like this then. What kind of question would you like to ask them?
Fen just waves at Vonnie and goes back to what he was doing.
Ria's going to rub her head. Oh my god.
Bonnie's going to do the same thing. She's going to say, well, let's start with what their real names are and
That's a good
what they're
start.
what they're
Very well.
doing and why are they
Good
in
enough for
Mirabar.
me. So Astral is just gonna walk right up to them. Are they like subdued? Are they like tied up?
They are
They're tied
tied
up.
up.
Okay. Are they both conscious?
Yes.
Okay. So to the one that I'm standing in front of right now,
He is the tall one,
Um,
yes.
I'm going to actually. Which one looks? Can I
You want me
do
to
an
describe
insight?
them?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Okay, so the one you're standing in front of right now, he's a taller human. He looks like he has a couple battle scars here and there on his face, but nothing major. The one beside him is significantly shorter and has a fresh eye patch over his right eye.
A fresh eye patch, like a medical eye patch.
Yes. And there's some blood around it. It looks like maybe he just maybe recently lost this eye.
Does the tall one look like he might be more of a hard ass than the left or the shorter one? Like, can I do an insight check to
Yeah.
see who would be a little bit more meek?
Go ahead and
First
go and roll insight. Go and roll
Okay.
insight.
Okay. Now
so-
I have to do this properly this time and not roll a fucking save. Where is insight?
Why don't I just cast Zone of Truth?
What are you
Because
doing,
I'm gonna try
Toonie?
my thing first.
Okay.
You could have done your thing.
He's
Nobody was
low.
doing shit.
I really like how Joe gets it.
Well, I had to check what the
Um,
spell requirements were first. I mean, I haven't used this one forever.
Yep, no, that's definitely a good one to use for interrogations, though.
Is that gonna roll?
So exactly what is
17.
what is Astral doing right now? I mean, is he's facing these two, right?
Okay,
I'm
I'm gonna
talking to them directly. Yeah.
yes, he's talking to them directly. Joe is right now rolling insight to see which one he thinks is more meek or more like would be spit their beans, basically.
I'm sussing out who's the bitch amongst the two of them.
Okay,
So while he's standing there eyeballing them, he suddenly feels a hand between his ears, petting him on the back of the head.
I swear to God, I might have to roll initiative between you two. I swear to God.
I'm gonna hold my composure the best I can, ignoring whatever is touching me. Just kind of like my right ear will just give this kind of like annoyed twitch. But yeah, I rolled 17.
So with that roll, you're able to tell that both of them seem pretty they actually both seem a bit surprised of where they are. You can't really tell which one you would think is more well, I'm just gonna put it in simpler terms. You can't really tell which one the bitch is. All you can really tell is they both are shocked to kind of be where they're at since they weren't there a bit ago.
Okay.
So right now they're trying to really figure out where the fuck they are more than anything.
Okay. So I'm going to, yeah, why the hell not? I'll pick the tall guy, and I'm going to cast Suggestion.
Okay.
I'm just gonna cast it just at second level. How do I cast this? Oh my god. Is this how I do this? Nope.
Okay, so they have to make a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah. Should I just roll? What do I? Oh my god. I don't know.
Well, no, you can just say that you're casting it, and we'll go from there.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm casting it on the tall guy,
Okay, so let me
and
see.
yeah. Just let me know if it's successful.
I'm just reading over the spell.
Yep.
Shit.
Basically, if they're immune to charmed or to charming, then it doesn't do anything.
They're
It
not.
automatically fails.
If the target must make a wisdom saving throw on a failed save, it pursues the course of action you described to the best of its ability. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna say that it succeeds.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of just stare into his eyes, cast that spell, and go, listen, we don't have to hurt you, but you do have to tell us why you're here and in this situation. But most importantly, first of all, I need to know who you are.
Did I say Abel was the tall one?
The tall one is Abel, the short one is Elistor.
So the tall one, he kind of like shakes his head a bit. My name is Abel.
And your friend here?
His friend looks up, and he quickly shouts out. You'll see as he. Well, let me try that again. As the tall one goes to look at the short one, about to give the answer, the short one shouts out, "The son of the Empire is asleep," and the tall one goes to sleep.
Did I see that as him casting a spell?
Nope, it's not a spell.
Fenn's
Oh my
ears
god.
kind of perk up at that, and he turns around to watch.
I kind of take like a quick step back, kind of getting up off of my haunches from my crouch position, and I kind of just back up a bit and go, "Do you want to get hurt? Because that's how you get hurt."
The small one
To the
laughs.
small one.
The small one laughs. Oh, please. You could kill us and it doesn't really matter. Nothing you do here matters.
Well, that makes my job easier.
Can I make a telepathic communication with the short one?
Yes. Do you want that known?
No.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay. Just give me a second. I'm doing stuff that you guys can't hear in character. I want to. I know I'm on stream. That's different. That's not on voice chat. No, I want to know. Basically the same old shit.
Somebody
Who
else want to
sent
try?
them? Who
Well, hold up
Doing
there.
what?
They're doing a thing.
Well, yeah, we need to know what they're doing first.
I want to know who sent them, and I want to know,
And
you
yeah,
know,
if there's
how
a
they
lull,
control
then I
that
can
programming.
have Tal arrive as well.
Yes.
I'm gonna
So
back up.
Vonnie's,
It's just me talking to them. It's
Vonnie's
not.
willing to cast Zone of Truth, but
Okay, so after he says that, you notice the short one start to shake his head, and he looks up. Okay, who is doing that? Who is in my damn head?
Riggs blinks. Was that a possession we just saw?
what just happened? I DC'd. I have no idea what happened.
We went quiet for a minute because I was talking to Ken off of Discord, and then he got back on Discord to make the NPC go, wait, who's talking and what is that? And then you came back.
No, I DC'd right as Astral was casting Suggest. I don't know what happened beyond
Okay,
that
so
until Ken said, "What's the voice in my head?"
So Astral casted suggestion onto the tall one. The tall one gave his name, which is Abel. He was about to give the short one's name, but then the short one said said a phrase, the son of the Empire should sleep, or something like that, or the son of the Empire sleeps, and the tall one went to sleep, and this made Astral step back, threaten the small one, and the small one basically says, "It doesn't really matter what any of you do here. You're not getting anything from me." Then suddenly the small one shook his head and said, "Who did that? Who's in? Get out of my damn head! Who's in my head?"
And so Bonnie's going to say the son of the Empire should wake.
Nothing happens.
Fenn's gonna look at him.
That's what I was gonna try to.
Turn just
Yeah,
kind of turn
would
and
have
look.
tried.
How do you
Rhea,
control
right?
him? Fenn's gonna just kind of turn and make eye contact with him, and in his head, the guy hears, "How do you control him?"
So we can do one of two things. We can cast Zone of Truth and ask some questions, or we can waterboard them. I'm all for waterboarding.
So as you start saying that, the small one looks up, noticing Fenn is making eye contact with him, and going, "Oh, wouldn't you like to know?" One second.
Shit. It was.
One second. I'm getting some information.
27R3.
The little one's gonna look up at Fenn and make eye contact, be like, "Oh, wouldn't you like to know that 27R3? Wouldn't you love to know that?"
Riggs looks between them. What the hell did he just call you?
27R3.
Fenn just
I
shrugs.
was being rhetorical, Bonnie. What's going on, Finn? What else haven't you told people?
I just want to know how he controls the big one. It's pretty obvious. Do I need to roll something?
I presume there's some sort of patch on his back or neck the same way with your sister?
Real fast. I need Fenn to roll deception. And I'm going to have you do it with disadvantage.
Yeah, because Vonnie's not buying it. I guess Vonnie bought it.
that fucking mod, man.
Shit. Okay.
When a rogue wants to bullshit, a rogue will bullshit.
And when a rogue wants to know, a rogue will know. So it's really just which rogue is doing it.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of want to see if Fenn's gonna, or if Tess is gonna do a fucking insight against that, just because.
Well, it would just be against your passive, or their passive.
Yeah, their passive insight. What's your guys'
passive insight? It's terrible.
Yeah, what's your guys' passive insight in the room?
15.
Yeah, mine's not that great either, so I probably my passive
11.
is.
I am the Lord of Bullshit and Lies.
My passive insight is 18.
Oh, okay. Everybody but Vonnie believes what Fenn is saying. Vonnie, you can tell it's utter bullshit.
It's not
All
complete
right, so
bullshit.
Vonnie's going to keep it to herself for right now, and she's just going to ask Finn, what happens if we don't bring these two back alive to the person that you agreed to bring them to?
Presumably the same thing that happened when I didn't bring in my brother's head.
Which is, since I wasn't around for that.
Well, they tried to kill him.
Poison gas?
Yeah, they tried to kill him. It didn't go well. We ended up in a brawl over at the Thieves Guild, and we ended up fleeing the city for our lives.
Oh, that sounds interesting, yet completely bad.
Absolutely delightful. You should give it a try.
I'd rather not.
The small one sighs. Okay, look.
All
You're
right,
not
so
getting anything from
Bonnie's going
either.
to pull her dagger, walk over, and slit the small one's throat.
That is okay. No, that is a bad Vonnie. Bad cleric. No fishies.
All right. Someone's gonna catch Vonnie before that happens. Am I correct?
Okay, does anybody want to stop that before I? Because I mean, if this is what Vonnie's going to do,
I mean, I'd like to stop it, but
I
Fenn's a little
wanna
far
stop it.
away.
I think we're all gonna try and stop it.
okay,
Yes.
Riggs, give me a strength check with advantage.
Because Fenn doesn't have hold person anymore.
Okay, so you notice Vonnie go out with the knife, and Tess warns you, saying that Vonnie's got a knife, and so Riggs, you go and you grab Vonnie and you pull her back, and you hold her in place at a pretty good strength.
I'm just imagining a little girl in a big guy's arms kicking and screaming, going, "Let me kill her! Let me kill her!"
That's the image in my head right now. Yes.
That is
We
not what
can't
Vonnie does.
Kill
That is,
them yet.
that is not what Vonnie does. Vonnie just merely looks over her shoulder and says to Riggs, "You're lucky I like you. Please put me down."
Not
I
until
noticed-
you promise to not kill them and to stop petting the cat boy's head.
Oh, but it's so fuzzy.
He doesn't have any hair.
I love the perpetual bitch please look
The
on his
back
Feels
avatar's
like peach
face.
fuzz.
Are you gonna behave, Vonnie?
Does she ever?
You're no fun, Riggs.
No, I'm not. Are you gonna behave?
I ask
For now.
again, does she ever?
All right.
I guarantee you, if I slit his throat, the other boy will tell us everything he knows.
Not if they're
Riggs.
under control of someone beyond their power.
Riggs puts Vonnie down near Tess.
I just want to say something, Riken. Do you see what happens when Krallara isn't in the room?
You expect Tess
Yeah.
to be able to do anything.
Would it be about this time that Tal's getting close?
You know what? Hey, Tal, how about you knock on the door?
Yeah.
For the love of God, please.
I don't have a soundboard, nor do I have a door nearby that I could make that sound with. So knock, knock.
Knock,
Knock, knock,
bitches.
bitch.
Okay, there's a knock, and the door opens, and hey, everybody, your friendly neighborhood fire makers here, Tal.
Nope,
Oh, Tal.
no introduction. I want this to be as point for point as possible, because if his name gets said, that's an entirely different situation.
Well,
That's
no.
what's planned.
Oh no, I was just making a joke.
Okay, so well,
Fenn's just
Tal
gonna
knocks on
kind
the
of look
door.
over and be like, "Okay, who didn't lock the door?" And
I
then
blame the
wave.
cat as Riggs draws his sword.
So Vonnie is
not
going to start
expecting you so
whispering to
fast.
Tess about. Vonnie is going to start whispering to Tess to try to convince him to tickle their toes with fire.
Tess is just gonna lean down and whisper, "Was gonna try it anyway."
Good.
Literally, Tess was tempted to just place a hand on their face and then burn it.
As Tal walks in, by the way, Fenn is going to just wave cheerfully and be like, "I've been relieved of duty," and go back to doing his hair.
Rhea is gonna notice Tal walking to the door.
Tal did not walk in the door.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was okay. I misunderstood.
Yeah, and he's got like a hood pulled up. His facial hair is grown out. He's got dirt all over his face. He is obscured as much as he can be, and the robes look tattered and wild.
Tess is gonna subtly try and pull out his hand crossbow just to be safe.
So you're knocking at the door, yes?
Yeah, and if
Okay.
somebody opens, I'm standing there. But
All right.
yeah, if Finn
Rhea's
opens,
gonna
I'm
go to the door sign because no one else is going to the door. Is gonna go over and open the door.
You now see your little sister with white hair, not the brown hair you would probably remember, and I don't know what other changes Ken made to her.
Sure. Well, I know this picture said there's a shit eye. Her face is fully healed.
No burn scars.
hello, my name's Rick. I'm looking for Finn.
Hey, Fen, you know a Rick?
Yeah, shit, give me a minute. Fen gets up and comes over and just kind of tilts his head. Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Is he wearing anything that I would, recognize aside from...
Not really, but like if you guys had, or if we had like a secret sign or anything like that from the
Okay.
covert days, then it would be there.
Okay, then yeah. I have no idea what that would be, but Fen would just wave him in and be like, "Hey guys, friend of mine, don't worry about it," and kind of wave to an open seat. Just caught us in the middle of talking to a brand new friend. Rhea, guys, Rick, Rhea, guys, everybody, go sit down.
I will walk by Rhea, putting his back to her, and just kind of raise a hand in greeting and like a shush to himself or to the rest of the group, where Rhea wouldn't be able to see. As he then would go over and just like post up on this desk.
Leo would shrug and sit back down on the bed.
Riggs sighs but doesn't put his sword away. He just sort of puts it down and leans on it.
Soot's gonna jump up off of the floor and get into Tal's lap. Or if he's not sitting, at least headbutt against him. Purring.
Oh, Soot?
Yes, cat.
Gotcha. You broke up there for a second.
Sorry.
Like, who's doing that? Fen is?
Yes, it's Fen. Fen is snuggling all up against his brother like, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
Let's do this /fic shit now.
I've seen that yaoi before.
Jeez. All right. So Tal will pet the cat and go, I see you've picked up a couple of strays since the last I met.
The same thing as before. Before anybody can even touch me, my hand comes up and just slaps you away. I'm Tabaxi, not cat.
No, not you. Soot is a kitten.
Oh,
Fen
we have
carries
an
around.
actual
Fen has
cat
a
in here
pet
right
cat
now?
named Soot.
Yes.
Dangerous people. All right.
That's what
Riggs
Bonnie was
rolls.
petting.
Riggs rolls his eyes and goes over to the short one.
The short one looks up at Riggs. Oh yes, hello, tall, dark, and whatever. Are we going to kill me now? Go ahead, have fun.
Why would I want to do that? It's precisely what you want us to do.
He laughs. I really don't care what you do.
I think once the Thieves Guild gets done with you, you'll care.
Well, that is a lot of personality in a single cat.
The short one's just going to shrug. The job's been done. Doesn't really matter anymore.
Which job is that?
Does it really matter?
Let's presume it does.
Eyes twitching.
Okay. And he just sits back and silent and watches, smiling.
So, Tal will lean over to Finn and go, so I take it you've interrogating these two?
I was relieved of duty.
I mean, you collectively. You're trying to get information.
That is the general idea, but as I said, I was relieved of duty.
Can I roll an intimidation?
Sure.
Can I assist? And the way that I would like to assist is to walk up and scoot by, just gently touching Astral on the shoulder, making my way closer and being like, in my travels, I've come across these terrifying little insects. Scorpions, really. Their poison is awful. And he's just kind of twitching his eye the whole time. They looked a lot like this. And he'll shrink in on himself as he becomes this little scorpion. And it will go to this guy's feet and start picking at his socks to where there's exposed skin.
I'm
And
just
wave
gonna
its
watch
tail.
not appreciatively and go back to his hair.
Do they not have like boots on? Have we taken off their shoes?
Yes,
The
we
scorpion
have.
would be doing that then. Zip.
Um,
A
Riggs,
scorpion?
roll another intimidation check.
How big's that scorpion?
About a size of a hand.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know if a scorpion has the strength to
19.
cut through a boot.
Okay, so with the help of Rick, the scorpion begins to go at the boot that's on the small one, and the small one starts to pant a little bit. He's like, "Get the hell off of me! Fuck you both!"
You see,
Climb
I don't
onto the
know
foot.
who the fuck this guy is, Shorty.
In his head,
But I'm liking his style a lot better than mine.
in his head,
So why don't you
he
tell us what the
hears,
job is?
I could make
Or
this
I'm
easier
Shorty, are
on
you
you,
weird?
but
I'm gonna have to just let this Rick dude
I'll just
do the
type it.
work.
it's fine.
Sorry, I'm having to take my headset off because Silver wants to say things that are out of character, and then I'm having to put the pet back on to listen to what's going on. So give me just a second.
Oh, I was just saying, Fen would hear in his head, I could make this easier on you, but you know, if you want to keep fucking around.
So, okay, I'm trying to navigate through this.
Riggs threatened to sick Rick on them without Riggs being involved.
Okay, so the small one is going to keep shaking his foot, trying to get whatever on that scorpion off of him, and then hearing a voice in his head again, he's going to go, "What? How will you make this easier? Get this damn thing off of me now!"
Hey Rick, let the guy talk for a moment, please.
Scorpion will back up. Not too far,
So,
though.
what's the job?
So before he answers, Vonnie's going to cast Zone of Truth, put it like right about back here.
So, as the zone of truth goes out, and the question is,
It makes a 15-foot sphere, by the way. Anyone in it is compelled to tell the truth. How do you link your spell thing like you did there, Astral? So that it says what it does and all that?
If you literally just click on the words, you should, like, when the window pops up to the right that shows you like the information about it, at the very top right you should say display in VTT. That's what you click.
Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get that to work. Oh, and that's not what I wanted to open. Anyway, I cast a Zone of Truth, so it's out there.
okay, so if you're casting it about here, you said here, correct?
Hold on, let me get back to your map. I was trying to get my... Yeah, it's going to cast a 15-foot radius, but yeah. The idea is to catch them, but not anybody else.
Okay,
Less than
gotcha.
15.
You
So
should.
that they're in it, but the rest of us are not in it.
Okay, that's fine.
Do you have the program that like puts things from your D&D Beyond thing into Roll20?
The Beyond
believe
20
I do.
extension.
So you should just be able to hit the cast button that's next to the spell, and that should do it.
Oh, crapolies. No, I do not cast Zone of Truth. I took it off for Speak for the Dead, and I forgot to put it back in. So, belay that.
Oof.
No Zone of Truth. Big sad.
So, anyways,
I'm just fucking around.
So Riggs is putting on pressure on the short guy.
He's backed off for the moment, but yes.
Well, you have. I haven't.
Oh, right. Riggs. Got it.
okay, so basically, after you've backed off, the little one goes, "Look, we were here for one goal. That goal didn't go too well, so we have nothing else to go back to, so killing us literally means nothing."
I think you're
You were
missing
here
the
for one
point
what?
here. You're missing the point here, Shorty. You see, I'm not going to just kill you. And my friends here aren't just going to kill you. Time we're done with you, you're going to beg us to kill you. Because that will be the only thing that matters to you. And the longer you take to spill what we want to know, the more and more it will hurt. So it's your choice.
Bonnie's going to ask Riggs if she can cut his balls off now.
Not yet. There's things we can do to those that will make him really, really sad.
You don't go up and start pecking at the boot again.
Yes.
Fine. What do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Your job, who you work for, and who the fuck is in your head.
Fine. Like it matters anyways. My associates here and I are with the Imperial Army.
Shocker.
Yes, this one is Abel. My name is Alistair. We were sent to find that one, and points his head over towards Fen.
Fen just waves, goes back to trying to talk to his sister.
Why were you trying to find Finn?
Oh, you know, have a nice little dinner date or here.
Bonnie, you can go ahead and cut off his dick.
Okay, wait.
Bonnie walks over, takes her knife, starts slicing his trousers off.
I said, hold on, I'll tell you, you fucking weird little thing. Jesus.
Riggs puts his hand up. We're waiting.
Bonnie stops.
It's because that one over there is our star little agent.
I'm sorry, in my head I'm seeing Fen with like one of those like things on his head, you know how they put the bonnets on when you're bleaching your hair? And I literally just see him looking over like, me? Me?
It's like a shower cap.
Yes.
Okay, your star little agent.
You're going to have to explain a little better than that.
It's quite simple. That one
Well,
over there.
good.
Yes. 27R3 there is one of the best agents in the Imperial military. Basically, they've been tested, magically imbued, and experimented on to basically be the best cold-blooded killer of the Imperial Army. They actually did very, very well back in the day until, well, he left.
Fen just
A sleeper agent.
Sort of, yes. Basically like that. You wouldn't be able to understand the very complex complexity of what we did.
In his
Dumb it
mind,
down
he's
for
gonna
us
hear,
then.
try them.
Here,
Yeah, I'm just a stupid soldier. I know that.
Dumb it down for us. Bonnie starts dulling her blade on the edge of the table. She wants it to hurt a lot when she slices them.
Yeah. Keep it up, Bonnie. We'll be using it soon.
he sighs.
Scorpion will climb his leg and perch there.
Oh God. All right. Basically, the Imperial Army did a lot of experiments on that one, and the one over there in the white hair. That's actually, I thought I recognized you. Just
Scorpion
with
digs in.
Also, out of character real fast, both Tess and Rhea have white hair, and both Tess and Rhea have been experimented on, so...
Yeah, I was about to say it. I'm like,
Like-
I feel like it's Rhea. Just
Methinks a
silent
trend.
context clues.
He's looking at Rio.
looking at Rhea, but test tenses. Man, that is a hard thing to say, and it's really
So
sad because that happened a lot.
here's my next question then.
My next
Why
answer.
were you sent out to collect Fen?
I want to know how they're controlling him.
Well, we'll get to that in a second.
Well, the control, let's see, that's a bit more difficult. See, there's a series of phrases and a series of how you say it, how things are done that, well, let's just say, I'm not telling you. Now,
Fenn's gonna kind of get up from the bed, walk over to Wedge, lean down by his ear, and whisper, "Wake up, son of the Empire," just to see if it works.
you see Wedge's eyes blink open. What's going on here?
Oh, good. The other one's awake.
Yeah.
Maybe
Morning,
he'll be more
sunshine.
chatty.
He sees his friend with his trousers down around his knees, Bonnie with a dulled up knife,
We're being
and a
prepared to sling his
scorpion.
dick.
And a scorpion. Bonnie wants to know. Bonnie's going to ask Rick, "Do you want to sting him first, or should I cut him first?"
The scorpion clacks very
Um,
loudly and aggressively.
the tall one's gonna look down, then look back, going, well, you're into more kinky things, aren't you, Alistair? And Alistair goes, yeah, just a bit, Abel. Good to see you're awake. It looks like that one figured out how to wake you up.
Fenn's gonna go down next to his head again and just be like, "The son of the Empire sleeps," at the big one again, and grin at the little one.
How did you say it?
The son of the Empire sleeps.
That he doesn't go to sleep.
That's like exactly what you said.
That may have been exactly what I said, but that's not how I said it. Just through their notebook. Great.
Riggs rubs his chin. Hey, Finn, can you get this Alistair idiot to tell us the truth using those phrases, you think?
Probably not, since the only ones I know are the first one, that second one, and the one that may or may not turn them into mindless killing machines that I would prefer not to use right now.
Alistair's gonna laugh. Oh, you see, that's funny because that phrase is specifically for you, 2703.
This is the one with the trousers down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I pinch his dick.
So I was going to say, Bonnie is going to slide.
Oh my god! Where the fuck
Any
is my
smugness.
Oh
And I
my
pinch
god!
his dick.
Wait, really quick. Have you been saying
He doesn't know that.
2703?
That's what he's been saying.
27R3.
Okay. That's funny.
Uh,
That's all.
Alistair's gonna go, please, oh god, I can't talk if my dick,
Trust me, you'll learn to talk if you're dick.
Release.
Yeah, you better be glad the scorpion grabbed you, because Bonnie was about to cut the tip of it off.
Oh god!
Alistair takes a breath for a moment. It's with Abel here. Yes, he has code phrases to when we are in predicaments like this, I can make him wake up or fall asleep. It's just something that has been programmed into his brain. It's a little bit different with that one over there.
Why were you after him?
Again, best agent we had, as great at killing. We needed all the information because I don't know if you noticed, but we're trying to take over your continent.
Pinch.
Will you stop?
Then give me a straight answer, smartass.
I am! It's as straight as I can with a damn scorpion pinching my dick!
Release.
What do you think, Bonnie?
I don't believe him. I think he's got more to tell us. Lots more.
Can
As
I
you
roll
guys,
insight?
sure, but as you guys are questioning, you hear a knock at the door.
Fenn's just gonna fucking
n-
heavily sigh, get up, and go over, and just be like, "I'm not wearing any pants, and I've got shit in my hair. Who is it?"
You hear a familiar voice. I need you to open up because you owe me 2 people.
Oh, shithead. Come on in. Come on in. Just opens the door and lets Osbert in.
It's this guy because I didn't have one for him. It looks like a dwarf fighter, but it's really not.
Oh, good. More people I don't really know.
You met these people at the office of the Septrana, the one that from the Thieves Guild.
Oh, that asshole. Okay.
Yeah.
He's gonna walk in. Oh, why is his pants down?
Because we're
I'm a-
interrogating him, you
The
idiots.
scorpion will clack.
To be fair, you only said you needed him alive. You didn't say how much of him.
And Bonnie's going to show him the knife. I was about to turn the rooster into a hen.
Oh, time to rinse my hair. Awesome.
He's gonna look up at Astral. Tabaxi. It's been a while since I've seen one of you. Hi,
Ugh.
how's it going? Name's Osbert.
The first person who hasn't regarded me as a cat. A pleasure.
I think these guys are kind of idiots. Anyways,
Tess raises his hand. I haven't regarded you as anything.
Just as rude, in my opinion.
Smooth.
he's going over to 2. Well. Biggs and Wedge. The 2 sigh. God, this one. Oh, your voices have changed. Hey, go ahead.
Are you gonna help us, or are you gonna keep just talking?
No, actually, I want these 2 with me. I have some friends that are going to come up to help me retrieve these 2.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
I'm not inclined to give them to him until we find out everything we want to know.
Yeah, me neither.
Shit.
You just
Your roll was worse than mine.
you just kind of drool on yourself a little bit, going, makes sense to me.
Oh my god.
Seems legit.
That's a 1, sir. Thank you very much. I do not drool on myself.
So yeah, he's gonna look. Fen and I over there made a deal. He would find these 2, bring them to me, so I can interrogate them as well.
Well, hold on here,
As
dude.
well, so why not just sit in on ours?
Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, you made a deal with Finn. You didn't make a deal with me, with Riggs, with Rick, with my Tabaxi fellow back there,
Keep me out of it.
or Tess. You didn't make a deal with any of us. We're
I
under
look at
no
it this
obligation to honor it.
I look at it this way. We're supposed to bring them to you, not you come to them.
Osbert sighs. I got a message saying that they were here. That's why I'm here.
You wouldn't let me leave. I had to bring them to him. I figured this was the next best choice. Now everybody gets to ask their questions and pinch their dick tips and, lightning bolt their
Pinch.
nipples or
Lightning bolt their what?
I'm sorry, I was more amused by the fact that Reich is just like pinch.
Yep. Pinch again.
Riggs sighs, looks back at Shorty. Can we dispense with this stupidity? Just get to the end of this. What do you know about Goblin Town defenses?
He looks up. They're very formidable. Not gonna really get in that easily, and you're probably going to lose this continent in probably the next, I don't know, month or so.
That's inspiring.
I'd like to know who you're reporting to here in Mirabar.
He looks over. Who says I'm reporting to someone here in Mirabar?
Let me rephrase the question for Vani. Who are you reporting to?
I mean, to a point, it was that one there, and he looks over at Osbert, and Osbert goes, "Yeah, when you're Biggs and Wedge, not whatever the fuck you two are now."
In his head, the little one's just gonna hear. So, how much do you think Liana would give me for your sorry hide?
At that moment, you see his eyes go really wide, and he's like, "You know what? Kill me. That's fine. I'm fine with death. We'll just take death here now, please.
All right,
Thank
so
you."
Bonnie's going to walk over, grasp his cock. She's going to take her knife
Oh,
and
please
run the
don't.
now dulled
Please
blade
don't.
over the tip of his penis
Oh
and slice
God.
it.
Oh Christ. Why? Fucking why?
So,
Fucking why? Why? Why?
so
I don't have a dick and now I'm in pain.
Astral's just gonna pull down his hood and look away a little bit.
Alistair is going
Riggs
to
doesn't
scream.
flinch.
Alistair is going to scream in pain and fall over, and Osbert rubs his head. "I could have done without the screaming. I've had a killer headache all day."
Fenn's just gonna
This
rinse his
guy's
hair.
got one now.
So while his friend is writhing in pain, Bonnie's going to go over to the other one. He's still awake, right? Or did you put
Yeah,
him back
he's
to sleep?
horrified.
All right, so now she's going to start cutting his trousers off. And as she does it, she says, as she's, cutting the latches on his trousers, said, "You want to talk to me, don't you? You want to tell me everything I want to know."
Ava's going to go, "You know what? Yes, I'll tell you everything that I know. Here's what I know." And he starts to basically explain everything Alistair's already said about with Fenn. Basically said the forces in Goblinton are formidable, and that the plan is to take over the continent within the month. What other questions would you ask?
I want to know.
Who's he working
You
for?
say, I want to know who he reports to in Mirabar. I want to know more than the forces in the Goblinton are formidable. I want to know. I want a T&E. I want to know who's there. I want to know what's there, and I want to know how many are there.
So he's going to tell you that they're not reporting to anybody in Mirabar. They use sending stones. Along with this, he is also going to say that he does not have an exact count. He just know there is at least a legion, maybe a legion and a half, of soldiers that are within Goblinton and marching towards Cavcalan. And that he is now begging for you not to chop off his dick because he would like to use that. He wants kids someday.
Can I insight check his comment about the sending stones?
Yes.
Okay. So there is a legion or a legion and a half in Goblinton,
Well, fuck.
and another legion marching towards Kablakan.
I believe him.
I think no. In total, they have brought over a possible legion and a half, and part of that is marching towards Cavcalan.
Okay. 10 cohorts. So 15 cohorts.
Lil out here with the actual military terms. What is a cohort? How many's in a cohort?
500 men.
So as you're asking this, Osbert, in anger, going, "You little shits!" and he pulls out his knife and he stabs the tall one right in the chest.
Before he can do that, I'm gonna cast Hold Person. I've been sitting in the back waiting for someone to like do something crazy like that.
Also, Tess has a hand crossbow. He's probably flicked and shot at him.
All right, 1 second. I just gotta pull up their character sheet because I know
I gotta try that, dude.
I know he was heavy on intelligence, but I don't think he was heavy on really anything else. He relied on his guys for that.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, it works. Look at that shit.
Yeah, there you go. That's how you do it.
Hey,
okay, thank you.
DC 16.
I did not cast it.
Let's
after
go,
he
Tizzy,
had
let's
it.
go.
Only
DC 17.
Who is
He did have a
Funkyfish?
few effects that he would carry into hairy situations, though. I think I've
Hi, monkey
listed those on
fish.
his sheet.
So what is the save he has to make?
DC
17
16
wisdom. No, just the 17. The bunny's not actually casting it.
I'm dumb.
Oh,
Ignore
cool,
me.
monkey fish.
So yeah, basically Osbert goes to stab and he is held in place in anger as he starts mouthing out, "You two betrayed me! I trusted you with so much that you've killed intel. Let me kill them. Let me at them."
Later. We need them for now.
Riggs grabs Osberg by the throat. Now it's your turn to start talking.
Well, that was an interesting development.
Osbert looks at you. "What are you talking about? These two fucked me over."
And
Put
I'm
him
about
down,
to
Riggs.
you up. So what do you think's
Riggs.
gonna be worse? What?
Put him down.
Riggs sighs, lets him go, and he falls to the floor.
Oh,
Os- Go ahead.
Vonnie wants to know what kind of job Osbert hired them to do.
Osbert takes a breath while still not able to move. "They were providing intel for me on the Empire's movements to see what kind of threat we were dealing with. I thought were doing well, so I let them in on some secrets of the Thieves Guild. Things that no one really needs to know, but I trusted them. Now, there could be more issues.
What sort of issues?
The kind of issues that could crumble cities."
Seems like you might want to bring that up with your mommy down in the Undercity. Night, Tommy.
All these people, they all want to be vague. Why can't you just be honest?
I am being honest. But these
No,
two...
you're being
You're-
intentionally vague to piss me
Yes, you
off.
are, and not giving any details whatsoever.
As you guys are doing that, you see about 3 rogues come in, including the monk you guys faced before.
I'm just gonna
Walk
wave
in.
to them chipperly.
Oh, piss.
The scorpion will get down off of the guy, but he will sting him as he goes.
This one's still crying because the tip of his dick is missing now.
Yeah, it's that one. He stings
Well,
that
it's
one.
not missing. I just put a nice little gash in it.
Oh, why'd you have to use the word gash?
I don't want that
Just
anywhere.
all
in
the
my
words.
It's
account.
leaving a little moist
cut.
spot on the floor
Oh
now.
God,
Cut would
guys,
work.
guys.
You hear anymore? Okay, so the 3 walk in, and the monk, which is this one right here, is going to go, "I believe you're going to want to let him go so we can take these 2, please."
Yeah.
We're not
Fuck
done
you.
with them yet. Just get a chair, get comfortable, grab a drink. Got some pretty good whiskey here if you'd like it.
If we are going to work together, we're going to have to work together. So let's interrogate them right now. Ask them whatever questions you want to ask them.
I do want to let the DM know that after a minute of time goes by, hold person will come down.
Okay, so yeah, it would have worn off by now, and he's able to move.
Okay.
Osbert's going to stand. "Look, I don't want a fight. That's not what's going to happen here."
Then quit trying to intimidate us and quit trying to dictate what we are going to do. You're either going to share information with us or we're going to get it the way we know how to get it. And if you get dead bodies afterwards, so be it.
The first thing you do is move away from the prisoners.
Give me a second. I'm thinking here because I'm getting distracted. 1 second.
Oh, Finn relieved.
Give me just a sec. I gotta run to the restroom.
Okay. Finroad duty.
There's a question we should probably ask. If they can use the synthetic one to listen in on his thoughts.
I think I made Ken mad.
I don't know. I guess we're not doing what he wants us to do. I don't like this setup the way it is right here.
Yeah, it can be frustrating when the game's not going the way you want it to, but that's not really what D&D is.
I don't like what's going on, and I don't want to be forced to let these guys go. I mean, they've told us nothing.
Yeah.
I was more meaning that I think me being drunk and distracting is a problem.
I don't think that's quite it.
What the hell are you doing, Juniper? I thought I heard Juniper getting into something. Oh, okay.
I'd still like to know how many cohorts the Legatus took with them, how many are in Goblinton, what's their makeup, how many
Yeah, but these
enforcers
two
are in them, how many.
these two randos might not actually know that though. I mean, why would you entrust some random messengers with that much intel?
This is true.
They were obviously there. They had to see how many people left with the guy.
Yeah, but you're not going to sit there and head count. They might have been distracted. They could have been doing something else, not care.
You don't have to. Well, that's a possibility.
Ken's gonna be a couple AFK, so he said go ahead and take 5.
Okay.
Alrighty, right back.
But like, I don't know, sometimes people just don't actually know a whole ton. I'm sure they haven't told us everything, but I feel like us sitting here for like 45 minutes interrogating two people is kind of boring as fuck.
Yeah, but we haven't learned anything, and all this vague shit. Yeah, but I don't like it. Give me
Are
some
we
answers.
we're trying, what's our goal right now? We're trying to get to Goblington?
Basically, and I'd like to know a little bit about what we're facing when we get there.
We might want to clear up how exactly it's pronounced. From Goblinton.
The most recent that I've been given is Goblington.
It is not. It is Goblinton.
It used to be called Goblin Town, from what I was told from Silver.
The goblins wanted it to be called Goblin Town.
But
they
didn't know
spelled
how
it
to
wrong, and so
Yeah.
everyone called it Goblinton, and it
Goblin.
stuck with everyone but
It's heavy
Goblin.
on the ends.
Okay.
Yeah, Goblinton. Give a bit of slur to your voice.
But yeah, I feel like with interrogations, you roll intimidation, and if you fail it, that's kind of it. Like that's why that system exists, to prevent like just super drawn out interrogation scenes. So I would say everybody trying to get information out of them should be rolling intimidation checks. Otherwise, he's just kind of handing out free information.
Yeah.
Works for me.
So I would say, like, it's going to be up to him how much information he gives you based on how high your roll is. But if you just flat out fail your intimidation check, that's it. There won't be any more questions after that, because otherwise it's very power gamey. And I know everyone kind of has their own way of DMing, but like straight out of the actual handbook itself, that is kind of how it's done. Otherwise, you could just sit there and torture someone to like an inch of their life and get like as much information as you wanted out of them, and it would be very overpowered.
But I thought
We
that
could
was
have
the
waterboarded
point.
them. I guarantee you they'd have told us everything they knew.
I'm back. I don't know if I said that yet.
What's
I'm
that?
back. I'm just setting something up before we get started.
So, Joe was tell him what you told us, Joe, about the intimidation checks.
So I suggested to just kind of streamline the situation that we're in, that everybody involved in the extracting of information right now roll an intimidation check, and if they fail it, then that's the end of this. That way we're not just constantly streaming on with it.
Yeah, that we can definitely do that. I do have another way of doing this to make it a little bit easier, so we can kind of move past this because I feel like it's dragging on a bit.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
I agree. And the not getting any answers is just frustrating the hell out of me. Because I'll
Well,
tell you,
That's why you roll an
if this
intimidation check in the end.
if this was me in real life, if this was me leading an op right now, I would have shot little guy in the middle of his forehead. Then when I would have asked big guy if he wanted to talk to me, if he said no, I'd have shot him in the middle of his forehead. That would have been the end of it.
That's
right.
grim.
My thing is like this though. This is the way that I'm picturing it, of how I would suggest. These two are part of a very
Sorry.
a part of an elite agency thing within the Imperial Army. They've been made to keep their mouth shut as much as possible. Of course, Abel's actually given you a bunch of information. Now, when it comes to the Thieves Guild, they're basically they don't like giving anything out because that's just them.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
All right.
Also,
So
hello to
how do you want to do it, Ken? Because
Uh,
I'd really like to wrap this up.
Yeah, that's fine. I already I just gotta wait for everyone to be back.
Ready, check.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So I know Tess is here, Riggs is here, Joe is here, Vonnie's here. I think we're just waiting on Riken.
No, I'm never left.
Oh, okay, there we go. Okay, so as you're going through asking questions about Osbert to these guys and just trying to figure out what is going on in this chaos, all of a sudden you hear from the bed a and Rhea turns over and looks, and there's a man with white hair, yellow eyes going, well, actually, purplish eyes going, well, this is an interesting thing going on here.
Get out of my sister.
He's not in her
Oh,
sister.
okay.
He's literally sitting on the bed.
Oh. Fenn's just gonna give him the finger and go back to doing what he's doing.
Riggs blinks. Oh, fuck.
Bonnie's not happy about it either. But that's all right.
He's going to stand up and walk over. All right. This seems just a little bit too much commotion and chaos. So let's go ahead and fix it. And the man claps his hands, and everybody but Riggs, Vonnie, Tess, Fen, Rhea, Astral, and Rick fall asleep.
We're still awake.
Okay.
Now
So
I'm
what
going
happens?
to. It's very much easy. It's very easy. Vonnie, nice to see you again. You as well, Riggs. You as well, Tess, you little quirky one. Rhea, lovely as always. And Fen, what are you doing with your hair?
Get to the point, please. Get to the point, please.
Right, yes, point. And he's going to put his hands on top of these two's heads and basically take a moment. Okay, they are both Imperial agents. The tall one is Abel, the small one is Alistair. They report to Legatus Gerald. Ah, yes, they use sending stones. Right pocket, there's a magical pouch. To open it, you say the word Crejo and it opens. And he starts going through. Yes, okay. Ooh, that's daunting. A little weird, don't want to know that.
Details. What's daunting?
Oh, more of their fetishes. It's really weird. You don't want to know that. This has nothing to do with this. And he basically just goes back and explains about everything that they told you about the army's movements, where they're going. That's all true. He looks and then he looks at Riggs and Vonnie. Okay, what else do you want to know?
I'll let you know
Can we
who
get
they're answering now.
Okay, I want to know about um,
What about?
movements in and out of
Hang on,
Goblin.
hang on, Bunny. What's this program that he was going on about concerning Fen and Rhea?
Ah, yes, the programming. That's actually an interesting one. I never knew how far advanced the Imperial Army is. Now,
Brevity.
right.
Laval.
Yes. The point is, let me get to it. Sorry, now I'm like stuttering. Fuck. He goes to explain that basically how I explained it before with Fen having a soul basically manufactured within himself that can be activated with code phrases that basically makes him into like a winter soldier. The thing I've already explained a bunch of times.
Okay.
Laval is now telling you. He explains to you what happened, and then he also explains what he did to save Fen from this. So that way, Fen was not going to be mind controlled, nor be accidentally killed because there was a bit of a kill switch there.
Appreciate not being dead, by the way.
Again.
Again,
Yes. For once.
then Laval's going to look at Vonnie. Now, what are your questions?
Crap, I forgot.
The troop
Well,
movements.
yeah,
Oh.
troop movements. I want to know how the troops are dispersed in Goblinton.
That one's a little
Patrol
bit...
routes, things like that.
All right, he takes a moment. That's a bit trickier. It looks like they've been out of Goblinton for a while. I'm going to say about 2 months. So the information could be slightly outdated, because when they last left, the entire army was in Goblinton.
Okay. And I'd like to know, is there any connection between Finn and Copy Finn? Does Rhea have one of those synthetic souls in her, and can they use it to compromise her, us, and the mission?
No, not at all. Rhea was controlled by that hood, if you remember correctly. That was the
I see.
experiment they did on her.
Okay, and what about Finn? Can they listen in on him?
No, any connection that Fen had with that has been completely expelled.
Outstanding.
Riggs looks
Yeah,
directly
you're
at
back
Fen.
on duty,
Yeah.
Finn.
You can officially stop pouting.
I am not pouting, sir.
Wonderful. Laval then grabs both of their heads.
Wait.
Go on.
What's the Thieves Guild's part in all this?
Oh, don't worry. We're getting there too. But first, my turn. His eyes glow a dark purple. Both bodies basically crumple up within themselves and then disappear into another dimension.
Yikes, okay.
This can't be good.
Did I at least get to sting that one before he
Yes,
left?
you did. Yes, you did.
Fuck
And Laval's proud of you.
Okay.
He's then going to go to Osbert here and put his hand on his head. And he's going to go, oh, now this is interesting.
Okay.
This one has lots of secrets.
No shit.
Okay,
He's
so
got-
don't just tease us.
Oh, Vonnie, you love a little tease.
Not this kind. Come on.
Laval goes, this one has been double dipping, it seems. He's making money off of both this city and the Empire. Interesting.
Really now?
Yes, I would suggest maybe taking this one to that Septrana of yours. And if she requires proof, let's see. Back in his office, there's a hatch leading to a basement, and there's a nice magical chest. You may want to grab that.
Yeah, we tried to get in it before, but we couldn't get into it. I mean, we've never been there. No.
But for now, this one will be asleep. Those three over there, well, they're just gonna cause issues. So, and he snaps. These three disappear. Not the same way that the others left. He's just gonna explain. Yeah, I decided to put them somewhere else. They don't need to be here.
Fenn's just waving bye-bye to where they stood.
Laval
We
then
fucked it up
sighs.
so good that a god had to step in and unfuck it.
Laval sighs. Now then, you have to forgive me. That was painful to watch.
One other question. Who the
Yes.
hell are you possessing right now?
No one. This is me. All me.
Oh, wonderful.
Now then, a couple things. One, you probably are going to want to be careful if you run into that copy of Fen there.
Did you
And
figure
why
out if
is
it has what I have yet? And Fenn
Oh,
just like summons one of his knives.
well, no, not really. He can be anything he wants to be at this point, especially since he has some god power now.
he has what kind of power?
More divine power.
He has what kind of power?
Like just
Divine?
divine.
Um,
And
what?
meaning
Meaning that, how can I explain? The amulet that I use to suck this terrible form, this artificial soul and made into a being, was used borrowing some power from Krijo. Because the small one that just I decided to put into oblivion had an amulet. It was to protect him from basically me and any other divine source. Ria's also going to come over and look at Laval and going, "Why do you look so familiar?" And Laval's going to turn and go, "Oh, you haven't told her yet. That's okay."
One briar patch at a time.
Right. But yes, when we were finished and I threw the talisman because that actually quite hurt, I had to protect us because I actually thought it was going to explode. But instead, it may have sunk into that body.
So what happens if a god explodes anyway?
I mean, it would have been the talisman that exploded, and that power would have dispersed to God knows who. Well, me, who knows where.
Riggs
Neat.
almost chuckles at that.
Fenn's just gonna play with the crystal on the chain around his neck.
Okay, so next is go talk to Celeste Septrana.
I figured that's where you guys were going before you came here, so.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
where we were going.
Things
We
got
got wrapped into
complicated.
this quickly, yes. And now we don't really need to go because what we were going to talk to her about has been resolved.
No, there's still the doppelganger of Finn running around.
There's
That's
still the doppelganger, and we got the double agent here that we need to expose.
Yep.
We ought to take care of at least one of those right now.
Laval just kind of looks. Yes, you probably should let the leader of your city know, that this one is a little weasel.
What about the doppelganger? Do you know where he is?
That one I can't tell you. I've been searching, but no luck yet. He's hiding himself.
Hiding himself from a god. Either that or you're one lousy god.
He is new. Go easy on him.
He looks over at Riggs. Listen, I might be new to the whole godhood, and I might be not being able to find this god-empowered copy of Fen, but I can put you in the same dimension I set these other two at. Would you like that?
What do you think, being all godly?
He just looks at you, and you feel this immense pain in your stomach, Riggs.
Please don't. We need him for now.
Riggs does his. Can I roll a constitution check?
Sure, have fun.
Oh, gee, thanks for that.
Nice roll. You fall to your knees, clutching your stomach.
But I still managed to laugh.
Oh, God. Ow, that hurt. Oh, the pain.
Is this supposed to hurt?
Oh, my back.
Laval just rolls his eyes. Anyways,
I want to die.
So let's see. Bonnie is going to ask Tal, and
no, Rick. His name's Rick.
Rick. Going to ask Rick
You-
and Astral
Can I ask
if
the scorpion?
they want to come with her and go retrieve this chest. And she'll let Finn, if he'll take care of Dragon Shithead by his
Dragon
ankles
shithead?
to the Spectrana's office.
Okay, you said
Scorpion.
dragon shithead, and I thought, like, dragon shithead? Like a shithead dragon?
It's
No,
Dragon
would
terrifying.
you
Shithead.
mind dragging
No,
the
I know
shithead
that.
to the Spectrana's office
I
by his
did
ankles?
I did the calculations, but it took a minute, and I thought what came before was funny, so I was sharing it.
Is Riggs still on the ground?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the scorpion is just
Okay.
aimlessly walking around. I heard Rick.
You can. He releases and stops the pain in your stomach, letting you stand up, Riggs.
Are we wanting to
Did
drag
we-
the guy through town where he probably controls at least half of the guards and people around here?
Laval kind of
Probably-
shrugs. We could put him in a sack. He's small
Could do
enough.
that. Or a box.
Anything with a sack that's vaguely body shaped. That can't go wrong.
See, this is what I meant by being a useless shit god. You don't have any good ideas.
Why don't we just put him on a gurney, cover him up, or a makeshift litter, and just cover him up so nobody can see his face, and carry him over there.
That works.
Laval goes, see, there we go. Good job, team. And then he walks over towards Rhea, pats her shoulder. How are you feeling, my dear? And Rhea goes, I'm good. Can I help you?
Don't touch my sister.
He looks over at Fen. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm asking how
Don't
she's
touch
doing.
my sister.
Oh boy, yes. Such the overprotective brother you are. And he flings his hands up in the air.
Now, are you going to send us all to the Septrana's office, or are we going to actually have to play this bullshit out?
You can just walk there. You don't need. Listen, I've done a lot for all of you. I'm not just going to transport you in the middle of the Septrana's office. You guys can walk. You have legs. Use them. Exercise is good for you.
Then
Can I become a god so I can punch you?
He's just ignoring you. He comes over here to Astral. Oh, hello. Your name is Astral, correct?
So, quick
Finn's
question:
leaving.
Yeah.
were we not all put to sleep?
No, you guys were not put to sleep. Only ones that were put to sleep were the 2 agents and the Rogues Guild people.
The
Oh, okay.
NPCs.
I thought we were all put to sleep.
Nope.
So, so I'm aware that he's a god now because we're all just openly talking about it.
Yeah, basically, he's not hiding it.
He's flamboyant, you could
Okay.
say.
I don't say anything to him. I just make eye contact with him, and that's it.
Laval kind of looks at you. You poor thing. You've been through quite a bit, haven't you?
Nothing that's any of your business.
Oh no, I already know. I've read your mind.
Laval, either help or get lost. Come on.
I'll leave you with a tip. Ice Scots.
He's just kind of shaken inside, but does his best not to show it on the out.
Finn just is going to roll his eyes and throw Osbert over his shoulder and stalk out.
Laval smiles. Yes. Ice Gods. Let's see. What is that one that's been in hiding for a bit? Going to the Primos channel.
A coolie is the Primos of Ice.
Laval takes a moment. A coolie. Yes, if you can look up some information on a coolie, you might be able to find some answers about your, well, I won't tell them, but your past. Anyways, have fun. Don't get yourselves killed, please. I'm getting quite tired of having to come in like this. And then he disappears.
I really, really hate that bastard.
Gods
So
are shit.
Bonnie's gonna go get the chest. She's not waiting to see if you guys are gonna come with her.
So Vonnie's going to the Thieves Guild to get the chest from Osbert's office?
Yep.
Alright, let me get...
Tal, as a scorpion, will latch on to Vani
That's cool.
and ride along.
Yeah, crawl up on her shoulder and just kind of sit up on her shoulder. That would be cool.
Oh, great. Vonnie with a fucking scorpion on her shoulder.
So I know that Riken had a different map for this office, but I'm using a different one, but we're just going to say it's the same.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
Yeah. Just because it will work, because I may have forgotten to do that.
Oh, oops.
So what do we want to do first? Do we want to go to the Thieves Guild office, or do we want to go to the Subtrana?
Fen is taking
We're gonna
Osbert
go
to
to the. Go ahead.
Fen is taking Osbert to the Septrana's office. If the other ones want to go to the Thieves Guild first, that's fine. They can happen concurrently.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's we're gonna get it because it's kind of on the way, and if we're gonna accuse him of being a double agent, we need to provide some sort of proof.
Okay, so who is going? Is everybody going to the Thieves Guild, or who is going to the Thieves Guild?
Fen is not going to
So
the
I'm
Thieves
gonna-
Guild.
I'll
That's
go.
going with that.
Okay, so everybody talking at once does not help.
Everybody
So
just type it in chat.
yes,
Literally where you're going.
because everyone's like at the same time. I'm like, that doesn't help. Okay, so Astral, Vonnie, Riggs, going to Thieves Guild. Rick going to Thieves Guild. Then Tess and Tess and Fen are going to the Subtrana's office. Okay, and apparently Soot is going to the Subtrana's office too. All
Like
right.
living without my cat. So what is Rhea gonna do? Is she gonna stay here or is she gonna come with us?
For this sake, just because I don't want to control another NPC, Rhea is going to stay behind for now because she is tired.
Okay.
So we will go ahead and start with the Thieves Guild. Look around.
We already know where the hatch is. We found it last time.
Exactly. So you know what? We don't even have to put it on a map. So all right, we're just gonna theater of the mind, ladies and gents, and everything in between. Um. Okay, theater of the mind, people. Sorry, I'm.
I didn't say anything.
Hello?
Yep, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm trying to
Okay.
gather my thoughts.
I thought maybe I had DC'd again when it went silent.
No, you're fine. Okay, so the ones that are going to the Thieves Guild, you walk in and it's the same. It looks just the same as the last time you were there. You guys know. Well, Riggs won't know, and Tao probably won't know, but Vonnie and yeah, it would just be Vonnie that would know. You know where the
Yeah.
hatch is, so you're going to lead them to there, correct?
Yep. I know where the hatch is. I know where we left the chest last time we were there.
Cool.
As we get near or inside of the building, Tao will release his form and pop out and be like, "Hey, sorry if that was weird, but for now, I want to just make sure that I stay Rick. I don't want her knowing that I'm back yet. That's okay."
Bonnie just looks at him confusedly and nods. Okay, that's what you want.
Anyway, tell me how I can help you get whatever it is out of that building there.
We're just gonna go in and get the chest and carry it out.
Oh.
We got big old Riggs and you. Between the two of you, you guys ought to be able to carry it.
And they're just gonna let us walk in and steal from the Thieves Guild.
Well, yeah.
All right, I haven't had a suicide run in a while. Let's do this.
One sec.
Reese's peanut butter cups are bitches, man. Take your time. It's fine.
Peanut butter cups?
Yeah, peanut butter cups. They're delicious, but they have peanut butter in them, so it sticks to the roof of your mouth, and it's kind of a pain in the ass, and it's like a delicious pain.
That's a lot of layers.
It is.
Yes, it is.
Ogres have layers.
You see, the trick is to just eat it. Because if you
I
just
don't-
swallow the peanut butter cup without chewing it, then there's no chance of the peanut butter getting on the roof of your mouth.
And Joe just thinks in like 5D.
Yeah, I can't quite think like that.
Just inhale the peanut butter cup.
But what if I get stuck in my throat?
It'll melt chocolate.
But then I'm gonna be left with a lump of peanut butter in my throat, and that's gonna be almost as bad as having it stuck
The
to the roof of my
peanut butter
mouth.
will soften up. You're fine.
Hey, sweetheart. Hey.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses and not enough inhaling.
Oh, this is interesting. Some physicists are now thinking dark matter might be ordinary matter existing in different dimensions, since gravity can travel across dimensions but light cannot.
That's interesting.
Hmm.
I saw a blurb it, but I didn't read it. That some scientists are thinking that the universe is sentient. I didn't read it, so I don't have any idea. I don't
That
have
it's
any
sentient?
idea about its validity.
That'd be an interesting theory to hear.
That would it I because I was loading up stuff for the game. I didn't take time to even look what it was from. It could have
Yeah.
been just one of those,
Yeah.
it could have been just one of those nugget posts, like Yeah, King Cobra, yada 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 yada. You know,
Yeah.
like the snake bite videos in American Dad.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I'll like find a really interesting tagline and be like, "Oh, I should really watch that video, or I should really read that," and then just bookmark it and never go back to it.
I didn't do that, and I wish I had because, well,
I have 1,500 bookmarks under my book research for my book research, and I've only read maybe 10 of them.
That's how it is.
Or even sadder is I will find an article, be like, "Oh, I need to bookmark this." Go up to the corner, if I already have 3 years before.
Mhm.
Here it is. Where? Oh. Let me see what this is from.
I'll be right back really quick.
You promise?
If you guys do start up, just go without me.
Shit.
Sorry about that.
Good.
Ken will be back in a sec. I think I heard CC went AFK?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I thought I heard you say you would be right back. I'm sorry.
Yep.
Joe.
Oh, okay. When I have my headset off, I just hear bits and pieces. I don't hear like whole things, so because some of you guys are louder than others.
That's to be expected. I mean, your headset was off after all. I don't even pay attention to it if it's not on my head.
Holy moly.
Holy
There's
moly,
also a
what?
tagline here that says there's a 50% chance we're living in a simulation.
That I don't know if
Which
you're on the
means
best
there's a
credible sites.
there's a
Yeah,
50% chance we're not.
I'm back.
Yes, indeed.
Welcome back, Joe. Ken
Also,
is
the
cleaning his
simulation
glasses.
theory is complete bullshit because there's a 50% chance of any reality being correct, so there's no point in even speculating over it.
Well, that's not exactly true. There's not a 50% chance of any reality being correct.
Sure there
Or
is.
being.
How
No.
are you going to know if a different reality exists out there?
Okay.
You are a limited person,
All right.
creature with a brain.
Are we all here?
Physically, yes. Mentally, not too sure.
We're working
Okay.
on that. Spiritually, dimensionally.
Okay, we're busted into the Thieves Guild.
Jury's out.
So yes, so the ones that are going to the Thieves Guild, I had to back myself up because I needed a second. I needed a second to like collect myself for a moment and kind of think, how do I want to approach this?
No problem.
Sure.
So I just needed a moment to clear my head. Okay, so as you guys approach the door of the Thieves Guild, you notice that it is locked and barred because obviously they left to go to you guys, so
Riggs looks around. If one of you guys can melt the bars, I will knock down the door. Hopefully.
I will summon a flame in his hand. I can burn whatever you need to.
Is it metal? Or the bar metal? Or is the bar metal, rather?
yes, the bars are metal. The door is actually it's like a thick wood with metal bars and everything kind of locking the door.
Bonnie, can you pick a lock?
No, I cannot.
Why don't we try heating up the hinges, and then I'll freeze them, and then we'll bust it off.
Or we can find an alternative way in through a window.
There is a window, and Bonnie points to it. It's just like 12 feet in the air. Bonnie knows it is there because several of her friends used a flying spell to fly out of the gas last time they were here.
I could go inside and lift the latch.
You can throw Bonnie through it.
Why don't we just pick Bonnie up and lift her up there?
Sure.
Sarcasm, Bonnie, sarcasm. So, Rick, what exactly are you?
Human.
I meant
Ready?
skills.
Oh, people refer to my practice as druidcraft. It's a relatively recent learning.
I really liked Joe's idea.
I'd say let's blow the window and see if we can get into it that way.
I liked Joe's idea.
I mean, Joe had a really good idea, just pointing it out.
Well, if you want to try that route and more in public, then fine. I figure the window maybe a little bit less.
I mean, it's kind of the middle of the day, but this street's pretty quiet right now. No one really comes around the Thieves Guild too much.
Well, if one person gets in through the window, how's anybody else going to get through? Can everybody go through that window?
Will they just be able to unlock the door from the other side?
Is there anybody inside the Thieves Guild? Are they going to be killed once they enter the house?
Those are all questions that we will not know the answer to.
So if one
Well,
person goes through a window other than everybody going through the door, that person could potentially be jumped by whoever's in there.
This is true.
So less conspicuous, more dangerous versus less conspicuous, or more conspicuous, less danger.
Okay.
So pick your poison, I guess. I have levitate, so I could easily get up to the window.
I'm just muscle and sword, not much in brains. So do what you guys think is best.
So the door is locked and it has bars on it.
Yes, the door
now is not a good time to be thinking that perhaps we should have looked on Ogbert for the key.
Dang.
So yeah, the door, basically with how it works, it's just a wooden door. There's a lock on it, and of what someone do an investigation check on the door. I don't care who.
I was gonna say my intelligence is not super good.
Oh, you said an investigation?
Yes. You can all do an investigation check on the door.
Investigation. Mine is not good either.
Okay, I'll do one.
Mine's alright. Hey, look at that. Nat 20.
All right, Tal, you are able to tell with the door that the three bars there are basically three big bars that are connecting to the door, and they're connected. You can tell it's connected to the locking mechanism. So you know that if you're able to, break those bars, you can get the door open.
Okay.
Heat,
Yeah, it looks like
cold will probably do it, or you guys could stand here while I go to Spectrano's office to get the key and come back. Which would you like to do?
Well, I'm always down for setting things on fire. Let's try this.
I like that.
And yeah, he's gonna use Conjure Flame. He can get two of them up, and he'll hold one to each bar.
Okay, so the bars are super heated now at this point, so I'm assuming Joe is going to freeze them.
Yeah, so I will use Ray of Frost on them and chill them frozen, making them very brittle.
Okay, yep. So they get superheated. You chill them. They are now super brittle, so they should be able to. If you want to give it a try with breaking the door down, go ahead.
After you, Mr. Muscles.
All right. And so I ram into the door to try to do a strength check.
Sure. Give me a strength check.
Yeah, Bonnie's
That
going to help
one.
him.
All right, roll it with advantage. Well, you don't need to. It's fine. You prep your shoulder and you slam right into the door, and the bars break, and the door falls over.
Well, that was easy.
I
So
do a quick scan of the area and see if anybody's noticed us.
So yeah, no one's really noticed or anything. There's been no one stopping to go, hey, what are you doing or anything.
So
All right.
let's step in and see if there's anybody in there to greet us.
So yeah, so Vonnie, you step in, you see that it is completely empty.
All right.
There is no one in sight that you can see.
Alrighty. So she's going to wave to the others and move to the back of the room where the hatch is.
I do a perception check.
Sure.
Once I figure out. Oh, hang on.
There should be.
So, yep, as you look around, you don't see anything out of place. You don't feel like anyone's watching you or anything like that. It seems very, very quiet. Same thing, Bonnie.
I was just coming around. I wasn't even actually. I just wanted to see what would happen. Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to move back to the hatch. I'm going to point to it. I'm going to tell Riggs last time. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name now.
Osbert.
What was it?
Osbert, the head of the Thieves Guild.
Yeah. So yeah. So we got to open it. But last time he had it locked, and we had to break it open. So she's gonna, kind of say after you to Riggs.
Okay.
You might want to check see if it's unlocked.
Oh, Riggs checks to see if it's unlocked. Is it?
Nope, it's locked.
I'm gonna do a strength check.
I'm going to assist again.
Go ahead.
Ooh.
All right, so you pull the door as hard as you can, and you're able to break off about half of the hinges that are on the one end of the hatch, but it is still kind of covered up there. You weren't able to break off that last hinge just yet.
Give it another go.
Riggs huffs and puffs. Okay, let's one more time.
Or could just blow it up.
Bonnie's going to stand beside him and take part of it and pull with him. A little
Smack it
extra
with a
oomph.
hammer.
Okay, 10.
You know what? Fuck it. Yep, you give it one more good hard pull. It takes a little bit extra strength, but you're able to rip that right off along with a bit of the floorboard next to it.
All right, good. So
there you go.
There we go. So Bonnie leads the way down the ladder into the basement there. Takes him over to where the chest was last time. Is it still where it was?
So when you go down there, there's a table down there with some chairs, just normal wooden chairs and tables. There's no one in sight, and what used to be like, if I remember correctly, how the shelves were and everything, there's now just a nice big safe that is there. It's a heavy metal safe, and it looks like it is a combination safe.
Oh. So this is just getting to be frustrating.
Well, that's what we need, right?
I have no idea. It's my first time
How
here.
big is this safe? Can we take it out or?
It's a pretty big safe. It's pretty heavy.
All right, so let's see here. What would we need to do to open it? Again, medicine, nature, perception.
Investigation.
Finn could probably do it.
Finn could do it, but Finn is not here. Finn
Oh.
has
Finn's
Godbert
not
over his
happy with
arm.
us. But more important, Finn's not happy with us right now.
Finn's a big boy. He'll get over it. All right, so we either got to go get Godbert or Finn, one of the two. I can't open a safe
Gilbert
like that.
Gottfried!
Can
It's
any of you?
Gilbert Gottfried the
No good
knows.
with
I'm not even gonna try because I'll probably blow up in my damn face.
You guys want to try heating it and then freezing it again, or should we just go get the
I
guy?
don't know if that wouldn't break it.
I'm gonna run an investigation check on the safe itself. I'm looking for any kind of like groove or weakness in the door that would signify kind of where the hinges are on the door, or on the other side of the door possibly where the locking mechanism is.
Okay, go
Just
ahead.
to get a rough idea.
Put some water in it, freeze it,
So the
pop right
chest we're
open.
looking for is not where it was.
That is correct.
Oh my god.
You know, maybe we're just not
Ooh!
supposed to find this chest. Let's just go to the
Oof.
Spectrana's office.
That is a natural one, my friends. I have no fucking idea.
You drool on yourself a little bit.
Oh my
Or he just like he finds like this rock and he goes, "That might be the chest."
No, he actually sees an open cardboard box over in the corner and just sits in it.
Okay,
Well, he is a
Vonnie,
cat.
go pet him now.
The yarn.
All right, so this is getting us nowhere. Let's just go get Finn.
They'll know the combination?
Well,
can crack
I'm
it.
guessing Finn could probably open it.
Alright, so I'll stay here and keep guard. Who else is staying with me?
Doesn't even consider Tess.
I'll stay here as well.
Stay.
All right, then I'll go get him. I'll be back in a few minutes. So
Wait,
Bonnie
Tess is a
scoots up the
rogue?
ladder.
Yeah, no, Tess is a rogue.
Is he with us? I thought he went with you.
No, he's with Fen. Both rogues went to the Subterrana's office.
That's what I
Overlap
thought.
now.
That's see, if he had been here, I would have asked him to lock it, but he is not here. So,
Actually,
it just
really?
keeps occurring to Vonnie now that, you know, we had the guy with us right there. We could have taken his keys. God only knows what else we might have found on him if we'd have gone through his pockets. So yeah. So anyway, so she's scooting out to go to the Spectrano's office and either retrieve Finn and Tess, or the keys and the combination, or all of the above.
Alrighty. So, yep. So let's head to the Subtranas. So yeah, while you guys were in there, Fen and Tess have made it to the Subtrana's office with Osbert in tow. That I have a map for at least. Let me just.
Nice.
Might want to resize your.
I can't resize him. You have to resize it. Yeah.
All right, so Tess and Fen, you have made it with Osbert. Chandra looks up as you enter, going, "Why is Osbert over your shoulder?"
Fen's gonna kind of flop him down on her desk. No, he's not.
Okay, again, why is he past?
Just tell her.
Oh my god. I'm getting annoyed with Vonnie. I'm getting annoyed with Yolani.
Come on, Vonnie, run. The curse of little legs.
I'll be right back.
Do you want to build a snowman? Come on, let's go and play.
A comedian was caught releasing laughing gas on his show.
Really?
What?
That's good. I love that.
Comedian caught releasing laughing gas on his show.
He's
That
just getting
is-
the Joker.
That is like a Joker origin story there.
Okay, I'm back.
People better watch that man or woman or whoever they are.
You
Just
back?
like
Okay, so I'm back.
a
All right.
Joker, I thought, man. So that's just already Joker. Not even origin story. That just the story.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So yeah, you put Osbert's body onto the table. Subtrana looks up. Okay, now why is Osbert on my desk? And passed out, apparently. Did he get drunk again?
No. He has been double dealing with the Empire. We thought you might be interested in gleaning what you could from his sad little gnomish skull. And by the way, if you see someone who looks like me but doesn't have their hair bleached like this, you should probably kill them on sight.
The Subtrana just blinks. Okay. Well, do you have proof of what's going on here?
No. The Apple Dumpling Gang were supposed to be getting that, but they seem to have been caught up on something.
I see. Well,
Ask him yourself, though. Feel free. Ask him about his dealings with the Empire and Biggs and Wedge and all the wonderful secrets he told them.
the Subtrana sighs. Ah, Jesus. Well, it doesn't say Jesus, just is like, oh, good lord. Okay. And she says, all right, go ahead and, if you could for me, take him into the meeting room and bind him, please.
Oh, yeah, sure. Do you have any rope? Handcuffs? Fuzzy ones? I bet you do.
I'll bet she has handcuffs.
I was waiting.
She
for
most
it.
assuredly has handcuffs.
I was so waiting for Lonnie to speak up.
They're stuffed into the couch cushions.
Jesus Christ. The Subtrana just rubs her head. No, just take him into the room and I will activate the runes in there so he cannot enter or leave.
As you will, mistress. And Fen dips a smartass bow, then drags Osbert onto his shoulders and goes to the meeting room.
All right, so you place Osbert into the meeting room. He is passed out. You close the door. The Subtrana chants a bit, and you feel a magic emanate from the door, from the room itself. And she goes, all right, well, the runes are in place, so no one can leave and no one can enter.
So, okay. So, how long is it going to take Bonnie to run over there?
We'll say you're showing up now after she's locked Osbert in.
All right. So,
Of course.
they're all on the inside, right? And I am on the outside.
Yeah, you can still enter in this office. No one can enter into the meeting room.
But they're in the meeting room.
No, they're in the office.
And
This
I
is
don't
the
know how
office.
to resize. I don't know how to resize my thingy.
Got you.
All right, thank you. So Bonnie's gonna come jogging in. Puff, 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 puff. Hi, Shadra. Finn, where's Osbert?
Fen's
That's just points at Osbert.
Fenn's getting some water. 1 second.
Okay. Tess, where's Osbert?
Points again.
Okay, so Vonnie jogs over to where
He's in
you
the
guys
next
took
room
him.
over. You can't get in there. What do you need? Where's the rest of everybody?
They're waiting down in Osbert's basement. Seems there were several locks in the way, and yeah, we can't open them. I was hoping he had keys in his pocket. If not, one of you needs to come back with me.
Ben's just gonna sigh, reach into his pocket, pull out his thieves' tools. Are you? You're serious? You? No, no, you're serious. Okay, fine.
We need somebody to open a combination lock. It seems the chest is in there.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only. Do you want to come with us, Shodra? It'll be an exciting adventure for you, I'm sure. Give you plenty of time to get up close and personal with our little Vonnie here.
No, I have to stay here for the magic to remain intact on the door. But if one of you would like to stay, you're more than welcome to.
Yeah. She's made it quite clear she's not interested in Vonnie. So. All right, are
Well,
we going back?
Yeah, Fen will go back with Vonnie and hopefully
Right.
bring Tess, cause yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Alrighty. Um, maybe we want to go and, rummage through Osbert's pockets to see what we can find, just in case.
Okay, so you guys leave and you head back to the Thieves Guild. Vonnie leads you back down to the hatch where you see the door. Well, you go back, you see the door is fallen over, and you walk in. Nothing's really changed, and then you head back down to the basement where you see the giant combination, the giant safe with the combination lock on the door there.
Before I even start to pick it, or start to work on the lock, I'm gonna just ask if somebody can, throw some water into the joint between the door and the frame and have Astral freeze it.
I do both. I use shape water to pull some water out of my canteen and just will it kind of into the lock completely, and then with a snap of my fingers, it flash freezes.
All right, so the locks are frozen. You hear like something breaks.
Fen's just gonna roll his shoulders, walk over, and kick the door until he feels it give, and then pull on it to pull it open.
So, yep, you kick it a few times, the door gives, and you are able to pull it open.
Woohoo!
Would you
So
like
is
an
our
inspection roll on the insides?
Yes, go ahead and roll inspection or
Investigation.
Investigation.
investigation. Okay. Sorry, that threw
Shit,
me
I
off.
closed my character sheet.
Meanwhile, Riggs just face palms.
Yeah, I told you you could get it. He's always been the crappiest.
All right. So we'll start with Vonnie's investigation roll. So, Vonnie, you
it
look
was a
inside.
nat 20, yeah.
Yeah. So you look into the safe. You find a golden. It's a wooden chest with looks like golden metalwork that's on it, covering the. That also has a locked like a keyhole, so it's locked. Further inspection, you see some bags inside of it. You see some documents. You also notice a few like other smaller bags towards the bottom of the safe. They're too small to hold gold or anything, but they have stuff in them possibly. Fen, you are noticing the same thing.
All right, so as far as the documents go, we'll probably need to take all of that. The bags and things,
Are there any small unmarked bags in there, kind of like what the scouts carried their link pearls in?
Yes, those are the things on the bottom.
Okay.
Probably ought to take those too.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick those up and kind of play with them a little bit. I'm trying to find the activation phrase for those, but
We'll go over it later.
And okay, so the other bags that are there, let's just take a peek in them real quick and see what's in there.
Okay, so there are about 4 large bags that are in there. The first bag that is in the first bag that you pick up is the one farthest to the left on the top shelf of the safe. You open it, it looks like to be a fine red powder in the bag.
Okay.
Then the second bag, the one second to the left, you open it up. There, it seems to be a fine white powder in there.
Okay.
The third bag to the left, you open it. This one, it seems to be a mixture of just little bits of gold pieces here and there, but also looks to be some. Oh, hang on. Let me get my notes here.
knowing that Osbert is a poisoner, I would like to do a quick once over on it. I don't know if you want inspection or perception to just make sure none of this has contact poisons on it.
Sure. Go ahead and do either one. I don't care. Whichever's highest for you.
Yeah. Bonnie was going to suggest, well, there's your ingredients you were looking for.
23.
Okay, yeah. There's no contact poison on any of the bags. On anything that's in there. So the third bag, it basically has a couple gold pieces in there. It has like feathers, but it also has some different what looks like foliage and plants that are in that bag. And then the last bag, the one that's furthest to the right, that one has a what looks like to be a light blue powder in there.
Okay.
So those are for the bags. As I said, the chest is locked. It looks pretty heavily locked, so
How big is it?
How big is it?
it's actually not too big. It would take about 2 people to carry because it is heavy.
Okay.
But it's I would say it's about the size of like a small cooler.
Okay.
So
All right, well,
yeah.
I will help Riggs carry it. I don't know what you guys have for strength, but Bonnie is sporting a 16.
Wonder midget.
She will help Riggs if nobody else can.
Riggs is 20 plus 5.
Well, you could probably carry it by yourself, and let Bonnie ride on your shoulders.
Well, it's one of those things where it's like
large.
yeah, it's a large thing. It's awkward, so you kind of need a second person to help, and you
Okay.
also have to get it up the ladder.
Yeah, Bonnie will help.
All right. Riggs goes over and reaches in, pulled out the chest.
Yep, and Bonnie will help him, but she's also going to make sure that all those documents that were in there are taken as well, because
Sure.
those obviously need to be perused.
Okay, so you're basically emptying the safe.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not going to mess with any of the powders or anything, and I'm not going to dig around for the gold coins in there with the feathers and the plants, because I have no idea what they are. Even though I am very close to broke and could use the gold badly. Yeah, not going to mess with them. Leave all that stuff to Finn, who does that sort of stuff.
Yeah, funnel hand tests 2 of the bags, take the other 2, and then follow them out.
Alrighty. So, let's see. Riggs and Vonnie, give me strength checks for getting the chest up the stairs. Or I mean, up the ladder.
All right.
That was a strength save, not a strength check, Vonnie.
What's that?
You want to just roll on your regular strength stat, not your strength save.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it takes a little bit, but you're able to pull with the two of you working together. Vonnie starting up, and Riggs at the bottom of the ladder. You're able to pull the chest up and out to the base floor of the guild. So yeah, I guess you guys are going up. You grab the chest again, and you're all heading to the Subtrana's office. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. So the Subtrana is sitting at her desk again, and sees you all waltz in with this large chest.
Okay. So now Vonnie is once again going to suggest that perhaps we need to go into the next room and rummage through Osbert's pockets.
Okay, so yeah, you come in and the Subtrana hears you out about wanting to go and check Osbert's pockets. The Subtrana's like, "That's fine. I think he's still passed out in there. I hear some snoring." Yes, and she snaps her fingers and the magic dissipates, and she goes, "All right, you're able to go into the room again."
All right. Do you want to do it, Finn or Tess, or do you want me to go run through his pockets?
Go for it. Things tend to find their way into your hands, so Fenn's gonna sit and go through the documents and the powders while Vonnie's doing that, just to try to figure out what's on the documents and B, if the powders are actually poison components or if they're what I think they are. So, Arcana check?
Okay, so which bag are you looking at first?
First up, let's look at the coins, feathers, and leaves, because those are the most likely to actually be poison components. That would be what? Survival?
Yeah, do you want to roll me survival for that one?
Or would that be int? I don't fucking know. It's a 3. It's some shit.
All you're able to tell is they are plants, feathers, and gold pieces in there.
Motherfuck.
And one of
Test
us
check
give her advantage.
and test check it.
Sure, Tess can check it. Roll me survival, Tess.
1 sec. Where's my survival? Do I even have a
Oh,
good survival?
yeah. If we're in identifying herbs, I'll help as well.
I mean, 12.
Okay, do that with advantage since Tal's helping you.
Well, I would like to roll separate, actually.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. You sure about that?
Oh, you have a +9 as well. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so with the help of Tal, you're able to tell that these are components. The feathers and the gold pieces, they are. I mean, the gold is just gold. There's probably I would say about 10 gold in there. The feathers and the plants and everything that are in there, those are components used to make specific types of poisons, primarily sleep and paralytic poisons.
Well, I think I know the bug that's pulled from. It's
Really?
another one of the scorpions.
Ooh, that's
You
what
really
it
like your
is.
scorpions.
Well,
Well,
they
they're
are pretty
very
useful.
effective creatures.
I'm not arguing that.
Actually, did I? I did. When we redid his build, I dropped his
Well, I
poison
guess are we
proficiency.
taking this then?
Well, we already took all that stuff. We're back in the Spectrana's office.
Yeah, you're in the Subtrana's office now.
Yeah, Vonnie's off digging through Osbert's pockets, and we're literally just sitting here hunched over Shodra's desk looking through this shit we got. Well, she's probably going, Excuse me, gentlemen. Gentlemen!
No, she's going over paperwork at this point.
So, however long you think it takes for Bonnie to run his pockets and find whatever keys or anything else he's got on him.
Roll investigation for me, Bonnie.
She's going to do a pretty thorough search, look for chains around his neck, all that good shit.
Yep,
Take his
roll.
shoes off, shake them out. Investigation. Where is investigation?
My butt.
Probably should have sent somebody else.
So yeah, you check through his pockets, his shoes, everything like that. The only things you're finding in there, you find a few gold pieces. We'll say about 5 gold pieces, and then you find what looks to be like a large door key.
Okay.
Other than that, you don't find anything else.
Yeah, she's gonna bring the door key out and show it to Riggs and and Rick and Astral and suggest, yeah, I don't think we need this. But yeah, I couldn't find them. Maybe one of you other guys want to look?
Fenn's gonna pull his thieves' tools out, inspect the lock on this chest for traps.
Go ahead and inspect or investigate.
18.
So, upon examining the chest and the lock, you can tell that it looks pretty intricate. Like somebody really wants this chest protected. You kind of feel that when you start playing around with your tools just gently, you feel a couple snaps and some gears whirl a little bit, but you're able to stop it before it does anything else, kind of giving you the idea that there could be a trap here.
Great.
Might be a water trap.
Water trap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess it's paralytic, or what was the other one?
Sleep. But no, this is mechanical. This isn't like, hi, look, I put a poison needle in my lock.
Telling you, could just release the water into it and destroy any documents.
Yeah.
What are you
Okay.
gonna do?
I could just smash it open.
Which would also activate any kind of trap on there that's going to ruin whatever's in there or kill everyone standing around it.
Subtroni's like, yes, please don't do that.
Shodra, do you have this? Do you know how to cast that spell that puts an impervious barrier around someone? Air gets in, air gets out, but nothing else.
I mean, I could, but I haven't prepared it for today. Never thought I was going to need it.
I didn't think I was gonna need Zone of Truth either, but god dang, how that would have come in handy.
Also, Joe, you're
You
in
don't
here
prepare
too,
for
so
it.
don't be afraid to jump in.
Oh, I've nothing to add to what we're doing right now. I'm quiet for a reason.
All good.
Yeah, I'm always paying attention to what's going on, but like my character couldn't give a rat's ass about what's going on right now. Absolutely nothing to do with his motives, so he's just a bunch of random
Who's
people
being a
he just
cat?
met are doing their own shit right now, and he's just gonna help out when he's asked, and that's it. He wants to get to fucking Goblington, and that's what he's trying to do right now.
That's fair.
Alright, fuck it. I'm gonna try to pick it.
Alrighty.
Good question. What's
Huh?
Moves
your,
away quickly.
what's your it'd be a sleight of hand for that, wouldn't it?
I thought it was just D20 plus proficiency since I have proficiency in Thieves' Tools.
That is correct. Yeah, and the same goes for disarming traps. It's also a thief's tools check.
Yeah.
Oh, well, the more you know.
Yeah, what
If you're
hard to
just
disarm
using
the
your
trap?
hands to do it, then it would be a sleight of hand. But if you're like actively using the tools, then it is a different check.
Yeah.
So it would be 16 because my proficiency bonus is a 4.
Okay, so you begin to start picking the lock, and as you're going through, let me roll something for myself here.
Wow. Well, he speaks a lot of languages.
Okay, so as you start to pick the lock, the gears inside do start to whirl, but you feel something click, and on the chest, you see something glow on top of it, like a rune is burning through, and it stays in place. As you start to feel more gears whirring a bit faster at this point.
What check do you want to see what language that rune is? Int?
Yeah, give me intelligence.
Could we try a dispel magic?
You know a guy who's got it?
I'm
I've got
checking to
it.
see if I have it on my spell list right now.
Okay, so the rune, you're able to tell it is basically the language that it's in. It's more of a kind of elvish language into it, and the first part of it says "bur," like B-U-R. But it doesn't finish. It looks like it's incomplete.
No, I do not have dispel magic. I mean, it's a spell I know, but I do not have it memorized.
I do. Just give me the word if you want me to do it.
Well, I was thinking, that's one of the, what's the rune thing you do that, where you can set the rune to explode and
Warding
all
rune.
that? I mean,
Rune
it's
of
a
warding.
magic spell.
Yeah, it's rune of
Yeah,
warding.
so dispel it.
But do we know what that is, or are we metagaming this right now?
No,
No,
nothing's
Vonnie
been,
has that one.
Nothing's been said to anyone else.
yeah,
Yeah.
no, all
We
basically
can all see the rune, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but none of
I've
us can
never
read it
seen
except
that
for the
before.
elf
I can't. I
okay.
speak
that
Elvish.
knows Elvish. Okay, those who can read it.
if you
No, I don't
speak
speak
Elvish, you know you are seeing a rune that it's looking like it's spelling B-U-R, but it's not complete.
Yeah, I don't speak Elvish, so I don't know what it says.
Neither do I.
That doesn't look good, Finn.
Yeah, but you know what? Finn and I have had a little experience with one of these runes. So, she's going to start backing towards the door.
Okay, so Joe has just told you his character has dispel magic. Does someone want to ask him to do that?
Astral, cast the spell on that chest now.
All right, can do. So I focus on I see the sigil, right? I can't read it, but I
You
do
do.
see it. So I focus on that sigil specifically, and I cast Dispel Magic.
This is where I die. This is where I die. This is exactly what happened the last time. Somebody cast dispel magic on a rune, and then I died. And then I came back, and I had a ghost in my head.
Remember,
And
the Quillara
Bonnie
have
just
you
has
out.
backed all the way across the room now, away from this thing.
What did you say, Riken?
Don't worry about it. It's sidebar.
Hey, I'm just reading this real fast.
All I heard was, remember Kralara had a job or something.
Quillara helped you with the totem thing. Remember the cursed thing that he dispelled for you?
Yeah. That was for Bonnie.
Oh, was it for Vonnie?
Yeah, that was for Bonnie.
No, Fen getting blown up back in Ogori was because Vonnie decided to dispel the explosive rune on the locket he was given.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Give me just a second. I'm looking at something real fast. I'm so sorry.
No, for sure. Let me know if I do have to roll for it. Otherwise, like it's either, I believe it's if the enchantment is the same level as Dispel Magic that I cast, it
You ought to get it.
automatically dispels.
Yep.
But if it's even one level higher, then I have to roll a DC for it.
Yeah. Yeah, the DC equals 10 plus the difference in spell level.
Yeah.
Right. I'm pulling up the spell right now.
Yeah, no problem.
You're casting it at what level?
It's being cast at 4th level.
Okay. All right, you are going to have to make a DC check for me.
Okay, so I'm just rolling d20, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, it's you have to. It's a D20.
Yeah, it's just a straight d20, right?
It will be D20 plus your spellcasting mod.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Is there a button on D&D Beyond that I can hit for that, or should I just
I think if
It'd
you
be
click on
basically charisma mod.
like charisma mode?
Hi, little littles.
Is this gonna go? Hopefully this does it.
Yay!
21.
All right. So you use dispel magic onto the box. The gears stop whirring, the glyph disappears, and the chest opens.
Nice.
Woohoo!
I was about to be really afraid if that didn't work. An 11th level spell, I'm sorry?
It's a 20th level spell. I'm sorry, what?
Somebody used a wish to lock that box, bro. I'm crying.
Fen looks down at the chest, looks down at himself. I'm alive. Looks up at Tess. I'm alive!
Bonnie walks
expect it
back
not to be?
over, and as Bonnie walks back over from the other side of the room, she tells Astral, "I knew you could do it all the time. I had
So
every
did
confidence in you."
So, yeah. So, who's opening the chest the rest of the way?
Fen will open it the rest of the way, kind of look at Vine and be like, I hope this was worth all the time we just spent on this, and push the lid open.
Well,
Who's that?
Huh?
Mm.
Somebody just DC?
Not me.
Hey,
I'm still here, aren't I? I
Yep.
think we're all still here.
Yeah,
So,
we're all still
okay,
here. We're
we,
good.
Oh, it was
we
Fen.
open the
That's fine.
chest and we're looking in it, and there's supposed to be something in there that incriminates Othbert, so that's what we're here for.
All right. So, in the chest, you are going to see a whole lot of gold.
Good, because Bonnie's almost broke.
We are talking thousands worth of gold.
Great.
You can kind of it's all neatly put into little like a kind of like a coin slot little counter. It's all neatly placed in there. There are also some documents that are in there, as well as a small bag that's kind of like similar to the bags with the sending stones are in. Um, Along with that, there is another little small box that is not like enchanted or anything. It's pretty easily open. When you open it, there is a stamp in there, and it is actually let's see. Fen, roll me a history check.
Ben is not here.
10. Is it the Raven's head or whatever it was?
No. You look at it, and fuck it. You look at it, and you're able to tell it is an imperial seal. You would kind of think that these are the kind of seals that they would put on their papers, what they would seal their letters with wax, that type of deal.
Well, having an imperial seal in and of itself would be pretty incriminating, especially given what he had it hidden in.
Fen's just gonna kind of look over at her and be like, yeah, incriminating. Not at all something that you would use just as part of a regular forgery kit. And he slips it into his pocket.
Give me sleight of hand to see if anybody notices.
I want to
Tess
notice but not
notices.
say anything. Oh.
Yeah, Tess notices, but says nothing.
Okay. Yeah, so yeah, you're able to slip it into your pocket, but Tess knows. You know Tess knows.
I don't
Oh.
care that Tess knows.
Yeah, no, Tess will be like, oh yeah.
Sounds
Would've stolen
Bonnie
them himself.
saw you as well as a 21. She's not going to say anything, though, obviously.
So yeah, as you open it, the Subtrana reaches in and looks at the documents and going, well, that seal doesn't really prove anything, but these documents actually do. And she looks them over. My God. He literally has deliveries going to and from Goblinton to Kazriel, even to Monotoke. How has this gotten under me?
Bon
To be fair,
Toke.
he is pretty short.
The Soprano ignores that. She's just a bit more pissed and just shocked.
Riggs makes a snide come under his breath too.
So while they're all talking and going about their shit, Bonnie's going to kind of step around them and start loading her bag up with gold. If she's broke.
I will help her.
Yes, we'll say nothing.
Riggs wants to interrupt them.
Does Riggs see?
Big
I'm
fucking
pretty sure it's not
chest.
making a hide of it.
Shodra, getting back and forth to Goblinton, how is he doing it?
That's. I don't know, to be honest. It doesn't really. And she's looking down. It's gonna take me a bit, but I'm gonna have to decrypt this a bit more. It's written in a bunch of different languages. It's coded.
Of course, after we send the nerd off. Great. I mean,
Quick question, Ken.
Yes.
How do you resize your portrait? So, like, if I want to do it, I can do it without asking.
You should be able to click it, and like it has little dots around it to where you can enlarge it, like so.
No, I think
it doesn't. I can only rotate
No,
it. It
that's
only gives me the rotate bar thing.
that's a DM only thing. You have to resize our
Oh,
tokens.
my bad. I'm sorry.
No,
Thank
no.
you.
I just wanted to make sure that that was the case, and I wasn't just like blundering around. So I was like,
My bad. I'm sorry.
no, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Continue.
I love the look on Astral's face. The way he looked at me when I tried to pet him.
That's exactly what he looked like.
So
The wrinkles in his forehead get like especially wrinkly when he's like annoyed with people.
Oh, Bonnie would have said something. Oh my God, you're too cute.
So yeah, basically after that, so yeah, I got a little lost there. Give me a second.
So we've opened this box. There was a bunch of gold in it and some documents.
Yes,
And
by now there's a lot less gold in it.
Now we're trying to figure out how the hell this guy's been getting around so much, and she
Right.
doesn't know.
Yeah, the Subtrana basically, Shodra basically tells all of you that she's going to need to take some time to decrypt this. She'd be able to do it. It may take her about a day, but she would be able to figure out how he's getting shipments in and out from under her nose, and would be able to get this information back to you.
Fenn's actually gonna look over his shoulder to where Astral is, and be like, "You any good with codes there, dude?"
What kind?
It's not a cipher I'm familiar with, so.
How he gets in and out of Goblinton would be a good thing.
I could give it a try. So
waves
I'll walk
Astral
over,
forward towards the desk.
While they're talking, Riggs stops Vanny from stealing from the chest.
Yeah, he can try, but every time he tries to move her, she's just going to keep right on reaching in.
Gold should be going to the people of this town.
It's like the classic cat thing where like you go to pet them and their body like morphs around your hand. It's just like that.
Yeah.
Shodra looks up,
Exactly.
hearing the commotion in the chest. I know there's a lot of gold in there. I'm allowing you all to take half. The rest is going to go towards the city.
I have no need for my share. You can split mine up amongst yourselves. Tabaxi have no need for material wealth.
Fenn just rolls his eyes and kind of nudges the papers towards Astral, like we were doing a thing.
So yeah, Shodra's actually going to stand. Yeah, Shodra's going to actually stand up and go over to the chest and slap at Vonnie's hands, and then grab the remaining gold that is in there and take it.
All right,
and make sure it goes to the homeless and to those who are in need, and not say political payoffs.
Well, unlike the rest of you, halflings have worldly needs.
Yeah, so Shodra
is gonna like subtly give fist bump.
Okay.
Yeah, Shodra's going to assure Riggs, that the gold is going to the betterment of the city, not towards political payoffs or anything like you assume, but it is going to go towards the more poor communities that is in Mirabar to help bring them back up.
All right, you were showing me that code.
Yes. So the coding is basically what languages do you speak?
I speak Celestial, Common, Draconic, and Sylvan.
I'm going to add Elvish in there because of you. We're just going to add it in there just because of
I
the time
was
you spent.
raised. Yeah, I
Yeah.
was. Yeah. Okay.
So I'm giving you a bonus language.
Thank you very much. Very
So
appreciated.
you're able to tell that um the documents are all in different forms of the Elvish dialect. Along with it, there's a little bit of what you can tell is Dwarvish, so you can't really understand it, and a little bit of Gnomish as well. So what you're able to tell from the missive of what you can read of it, is it is basically a shipment manifest that basically says what contents is being shipped to where, and you can tell that in the Gnomish and Dwarvish languages is how it is being sent.
And that is exactly what we're most interested in.
Riggs also speaks Dwarvish.
Ditto.
Okay, does anybody speak Gnomish?
No, I don't think so.
Fuck no.
So then,
I
between the two,
What, Tess?
speak gobble.
not helpful.
I
but
couldn't
points
resist.
for
I couldn't
trying.
resist. Sorry.
Your did it. Crudely drawn gold star. Okay, so between the two of us, then, I will share at least the Elvish side of what I'm reading to the rest of the group.
Sure. So with the Elvish side, you basically tell them that they are sending mixtures of it looks like different components, like the powders that you saw in the safe, different medicinal things, and also gold.
The So I'm assuming in the ledger there's a column that would be kind of conspicuously a sender, and then a column that would be like transport method, and they're in two different languages. Am I correctly understanding this?
Yes.
Which column is Dwarvish gonna get me, and what does it say in the spaces alongside where the components are mentioned?
Okay, so the Dwarvish is going to tell you how it is getting there. And then what was the other question?
That was what I was asking, is what I would get with Dwarvish if I were looking specifically on the lines that are related to like the components we found in those powders.
Okay, sorry, I got really confused. So the way that you know that it's being sent is, so the top line is basically, it says content, um explosive powder,
Mm-hmm.
10 sacks, that's the quantity. The destination is in Gnomish, and then the how-to in Dwarvish, it says portal.
Okay.
Neat. So he's got a teleportation circle somewhere, and somebody able to cast that portal, I'm guessing. Unless there's other teleportation magics, and he kind of looks over at Tal and Astral.
Hey, don't look at me.
I was going to say,
Unless
why
you
don't
wanna
you
go
just
through a
ask
plant.
Shodra?
No, I don't specialize in any kind of traversal magic.
And then he sighs and looks over at Shodra.
Shodra goes, well, there are ways to make portals and other magical transportations within and out of the city. Let me see the manifest.
He's gonna really quick pull a pen off of her desk, scribble in some spots where It's in Dwarvish that he's translating real quick and push it over to her.
All right, so she's able to read the Gnomish part of it, and she goes, okay, so on this first line, it looks like this is being sent straight to Goblinton.
So they've got a portal to Goblinton that they're sending large amounts of explosive powder through. Wonderful.
Hmm.
It can be a fun weapon to use against them, I'll tell you that much. I speak from experience.
Oh, the
Hey,
more
that's
reason
a
to get
thought.
there quicker.
They've got a stockpile, Will.
Indeed.
Question: can we get when the next shipment's going to happen or supposed to happen from these?
It will take some time. There's a lot of it's a pretty large manifest, so it's going to take time to fully decipher it.
Can I flip to the last page and just look?
Sure.
On the last page with any kind of entries on it, roughly how far spaced out they are in terms of like even just lines or days, and like how many lines come between each mention of explosive powder.
So with the mentions of explosive powder, there's quite a bit of talk about it on there. Like it looks like there's multiple shipments of this powder being sent. There's multiple shipments of gold. And on the last page, you notice that there is a shipment that says it's actually kind of a disturbing shipment you're reading. It actually states uh, uh, sorry, my brain is not thinking words right now. Oh my god. Give
It's
me a
okay.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
take
did
your-
syntax go?
Yeah, basically.
Bring her back.
What word,
We
Em?
need it.
It says bodies. And what you're able to tell is it says so it says bodies. It says in the where it's heading to, there's actually two locations. One says Goblinton. The second location says Monotoke.
Do we know what kind of bodies?
Just says bodies.
Same transportation method, portal.
The transportation when Shoulder looks at oh yeah, with the yeah, she was able to read that. The transportation, I'm sorry, I got them mixed around. It says portal, airship, portal.
Subtron, are you missing any people in this town?
The Subtrana looks honestly, no, I've not been told of anybody missing. There's been no missing reports, no missing people reports. I can investigate with the guard just to make sure nothing's not been said to me.
Oh, I'm sure they'll come up with some really good bullshit for you.
Please do
The
look
acts
into it,
here are
though.
good, guys. Leave them.
I feel like anybody who was trying to leave probably wouldn't have told higher superiors like her.
With you, Astral, I think the more and more long I'm in this town, the more and more shit I see.
With that being said, I'm going to end the session. So basically what's going to happen is we are taking a small break because of the wedding coming up in 2 weeks. We are going to basically come back with both groups on the 10th of July. So within these 3 weeks, so it's about 3 week downtime. For in game, it is going to be a 2 week downtime. So what you can do is you can investigate this. Obviously, this manifest is going to be decoded from top to bottom. This also includes what do you want to do with Osbert? Do you want to question him more, torture him, whatever? Do you want to investigate more in the city about different things? on top of this, you can do small jobs around the city for like, maybe some people need help. You get some extra pocket change. You maybe need items, things like that. Along with this, I want everyone to be level 11.
Sick.
So, how much gold did Bonnie get out of that
Nah.
chest before Shodra shut it down?
Vonnie, you are able to take roughly. There was roughly a total of 6,000 gold.
Okay.
You were able to take half. So you have 3,000 gold that you may choose to share amongst the party.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna split it up equally between everybody in the party that's here.
Good. So during the time I'll have the RP we'll have the RP stuff going actively. I will do my best to follow up with it. As I said before, these next 2 weeks are going to be kind of fucking crazy. Like, oh, hang on. Sorry, I had a hiccup and it was like making it hard to breathe. Like this next week we have like doctor's appointments. We have wedding appointment stuff. We have to go get our marriage license. It's a whole fucking thing. And then the week after, people are going to be coming into town. We're getting stuff set up for the wedding, and it's just going to be a whole fucking thing.
Oh, Ken, by the way, when you're married, unless they changed it in 20 years, only one of you needs to go to Cass.
Yeah, but we're both off anyway, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have to work until 5 that day, so.
I was letting you know. Only one of you needs to go to Cass to get the license.
Okay, cool. Also, by the way, I wanted to ask, because I tried calling you earlier because I wanted to ask.
I saw that.
How much did you pay Karen Mottweiler for your photos? I'm asking this to double check Mom's side.
Not a damn thing.
Yeah, I heard not a damn thing because Mom said that where she said it, quote, wasn't right because I guess she lost the check. She said it was only $125.
The check, we talked her down to $500. And she lost that check.
I wasn't listening.
Okay, gotcha.
Is why Karen has never talked to me since. And I wasn't invited to Cassie's wedding, and so on and so forth.
So one thing Fen wants to do during the downtime is investigate this thing about a potential portal that will include talking to Osbert, preferably without torturing him. And if that doesn't work, either going out into the city and looking, or trying to get someone with the ability to track, like, divination type magics, to see if they can find portals or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, basically, think about what you guys want to do, and we'll kind of go from there. We'll kind of start working on the RP stuff starting on Monday. Just because I like to give myself like a day in between to kind of like let everything de-stress a bit. But yeah. So yeah, that's how we'll go about doing things.
Yeah, Riggs is going to want to start investigating the guards and so on and so forth. See who's being paid by the guild, who isn't, and so on.
Okay.
Fen would also at some point like to have a sit down with Astral if you're open for it, Joe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Awesome.
Are there just 5 of us?
6.
There are 6 of us? Who am I missing? I got
Tal.
Riggs, Finn. I got Tal. I got Riggs, Finn, Tess, Astral, Tal. Oh, me. Ah, yeah.
I mean, if you want to cut yourself out,
it's
but
a classic mistake.
Okay. All right,
yeah, we
so
each
there's
get
6 of us.
500.
Everybody gets 500 gil.
Okay, well,
I just take the gold.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
take the gold. Vonnie would almost insist that you take it because you're going to need it for something at somewhere along the line.
Nope.
How much was that?
500.
500.
Divided by 4. Why can't I do that math? Oh my god. Okay,
Fen would
everybody
like to-
add an extra 125 gold to that because I'm not gonna take the gold.
Why?
Okay.
May I ask?
So me as a player, I do understand the significance behind having gold, but Tabaxi, by classic lore, have no need for it because the only thing that they do value is like knowledge and secrets and things that nobody else knows about. Otherwise, gold and material worth possessions have almost no value to them. So they only ever carry around as much gold as is necessary to live comfortably and humbly.
Riggs looks at Astral and says, "Then donate it to the city. Add to and under the Crystal Elves' name."
Yeah. Vonnie 125 and puts it in her bag.
Okay.
She has
Ditto.
lived in the tent.
Mm.
She has lived in it outside the city and eaten whatever she could catch in her traps. Thank you very much.
Then I will donate 375 gold to the city then and hand it to the what's her name?
Shodra, she's a Subtrana.
Subtrana. Okay. And I will hand her that money.
Alrighty, she thanks you and adds it to the rest.
Astral just gives a subtle kind of curtsy bow.
Awesome. Alrighty, so yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for tonight. I know for myself, I am gonna log off. I'm gonna go take a bath real fast, and then I will be back online to do shit.
Bath
Probably in Final
time.
Fantasy.
Man,
And I
want a
promise
bath.
not to ambush you with D&D stuff this time.
I appreciate it.
I'm on Final Fantasy 14 if anyone wants to go and play.
Yeah, I'm gonna be swapping on in a
Bitch.
second. Just clip it.